What up, peeps? Welcome to the Podcast. I'm your host, John Telewa, aka the Bandit. And in this show, we explore the key elements that shape our fulfilling existence, from health and well-being to financial success, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of happiness. We cover it all. Our guests include experts, professionals, and everyday individuals who have remarkable stories to tell. Tune in to learn practical tips, gain valuable insights, and discover strategies for personal growth and transformation. Whether you're seeking to improve your health, build your wealth, enhance relationships, or find lasting happiness, we got you covered. Welcome to today's episode. So another amazing episode with a very special guest. I almost thought it might not happen, by the way. Because I was just like, you know what? The thing is, when somebody first tells me, like, send me an email, I'm like, oh, here we go. But anyway, before we just get to it, tell the people your name, what you do, and then, I'll take it from there.
Hi guys, my name is Nyandia Gachago. I'm a chartered marketer, AI trainer for ACIM UK. I'm a marketing professional. Basically, I'm at the intersection of storytelling and technology. I build impactful African brands. Yes.
So wait, just a bit of background, like what did you study like in uni? Because I think you've taken like a very unique lane.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a new industry. So I don't know how comfortable you get to that point to do it like now professionally. Because I think you run an AI agency.
Yes, I run an AI creative agency called Minty Lime.
Okay, we'll get to that. So now what did you study?
I studied software engineering and networking at Kenya Methodist University.
Hey, guys, you see? I always know there's something there. And then even before we go back to that backtracking, when I invited you to the podcast, how is there any reason you kept like an open mind to coming to the podcast? Because I have seen you in other platforms, but I think I've seen you in platforms in places where it's almost like you have either a personal friendship with someone or a corporate friendship with somewhere.
Yeah.
So is there any particular reason that you kept an open mind to coming to this podcast?
Not really. I think it's vibes for me.
Yeah.
I'm very big on vibes. It's what I feel in the moment. My email thing, by the way, I'm like a huge email freak. I love emails.
I was just like...
I love emails. It's crazy. Because nobody manages my socials. Imefika place where you should get your socials. I don't like it. I like being the one interacting. Yeah. So whenever I feel like this is a deeper conversation, I shift it to my personal email. Okay. And you notice I'm like a very quick email person. Yeah. That way I'm able to like, it's like an organizational
keep track and everything.
Yes. It's one of those. Yeah.
Okay, so now back to studying like, is it software engineering?
Yes, and networking,
Software engineering and networking.
Yes.
So what was the plan like? What kind of job were you planning to do? Like in the back of your head, like I'm just trying to think, because like, if me, I'm a millennial. Yeah. So like from our era, we used to be asked like, so which job will you do after you do this? Was there like a certain thing that you were looking at?
Yes, I wanted to be a software engineer. But then back then, because I graduated in 2013, we did not have the Microsoft. You know how we know everybody right now is like driven by, you want to make $7,000, $8,000 a month. Yeah. We didn't have that. Yeah. So anything we wanted to do at that point was because you wanted to be able to build your own products. Whatever you figured out was your own product in Kenya at that point. So for me, it was more so, I wanted to be a heavy coder. But I know I wanted to be in tech. I wanted to be a nerd.
And what drove you in that direction? Because most girls want to take that direction. Yeah. Software, coding, engineering. That's just not a lane like, even for my case, anytime I start talking about anything with software installation,
you're like,
AI,
yes.
I can just see my female friends like just keeping quiet, drifting away.
Sorry, I'm seeing my nanny calling. And
no, it's okay.
My partner to call her.
Oh, okay.
Mercy.
So just being in that like like as a lady. What made you? Is there somebody like who you are looking at and you're like, hey, okay, there's a woman who's inspired me to take this lane?
Yeah.
An uncle, I mean,
Interestingly, I'm
Yeah.
the first one in my family to have a degree.
jeez.
So I'm literally, and I didn't realize how impactful that was until I applied for a UN job. And that was one of the questions, which I don't know why they ask it.
They
but they
ask?
asked, yeah,
If anyone from your family has a degree.
if you're the first one.
Okay,
I
why?
sat and I was like, I think I am.
Really?
Yeah, I think I am. And I was like, I think I am the first one in Kenya who has, outside of everyone who's
Like
traveled
the family tree.
abroad. Oh, yeah. I think I was the first one. Now we have more.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
but I
but
was
you're
the
the first one. Hey, it's
Yeah.
all about, if you're landing on the moon as the first person.
I mean, it
That's
counts
props,
for
yeah.
something. Yeah, it counts for something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was not necessarily driven by someone that I saw.
Yeah.
I've always known that I want to be a little different. I've always been different. It's that thing that we try to crush in children because they figure out, they're kids who know exactly what they are. If you go to my, and I think I'll get one of them, I'll try and trace one. If you go to my Form 1, Form 2 books,
Yeah.
when it's written, you see the part where you write your name? Mine was written software engineer Ruth Nyandia. Because my
Really?
name is Ruth Nyandia. Yes, so I knew. It was either two things.
Yeah.
Because everybody was also going through that phase of Ben Carson, neurosurgeon. So I knew I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I was fascinated by two things. Either computers, anything computers was very fascinating to me. Because I touched my first laptop in high school. I did not know anything about computers and phones. We don't come from the era where phones were something that was common.
I envy these people who wake up nowadays as a kid and you have a phone, you have internet. We didn't have that.
No, we didn't. I think even
Yeah.
my parents bought their first Nokia 3310.
Yeah.
I think I was maybe in Form 3 or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And it was like a mind, it
Yeah.
was like mind blowing. Back then, Safaricom just used to sell 250 of airtime. They never had Bamba 10, Bamba 20.
We didn't even have we didn't have M-Pesa.
No, we didn't.
Yep.
We did not. But Safaricom was heavy on the corporate and the human bits of Safaricom, and that's why they were able to penetrate so quickly. So I knew I was different, and I knew I wanted to get out of where I came from, in the sense of you wanted a different, better life for yourself. That often happens when you come from maybe like some sort of poverty or abuse or any situation like that. So I did not know anyone who was like that. But what I can say my dad did and my mom did that was very nice and impactful was books. So while we didn't have internet or access to like a lot of TV, TV was regulated and it was like so for me it was books. It was reading books. Till date, I have libraries in my house for my kids and for myself. Yes.
So who was bringing books? Mom
So
or
my
dad?
My dad was a teacher. So whenever they would get donations from Wazungus in his public schools, he would always like sneak me 2 books. Once I finished reading, he'd pick back and then he would time
nice.
it. Yeah, it was very intentional. So it built a dreaming culture because I knew what was out there from books and I knew I wanted that.
I wish I had that.
I know.
No,
It was
but
very
the
impactful.
craziest part about like that era and growing up,
Yeah.
like books were the only thing that you would
It's
actually
the only
read.
one. Yeah.
And it will give you like that. You'll just zone out into this fantasy world.
Yes.
And I think now it's so unfortunate because you don't get to imagine. Everything is placed, okay, this is what's
YouTube.
happening, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
But you don't get to imagine. And, it's a whole different era, but that's what built your character
It
too,
is.
towards
It
that
is, yeah.
direction. And then now, fast forward, maybe, let's say once you get to like campus, was it like an easy, smooth transition? Because like maybe high school, this was something, because they always say like, okay, high school,
It's not the same.
it's not the same as uni. You go to uni and then so many different things change.
Yeah, because I went to school my high school was in somewhere called Uzaya, where President Kibaki came from.
Okay. Since you've mentioned him, shout outs to Kibaki.
Yes. Bako, free education in nini. Sisi ndo benefactors, heavy benefactors of free education.
But you see, these are the things that times people don't understand until you meet somebody who tells you like, this is actually what it did for.
Most of us professionals right now, especially in corporate, we are the product of free education. If it was not for free education, I don't know, man.
And
don't
you know, like then when parents were struggling, it was a
They were
real
struggling,
struggle. It
yeah.
wasn't a joke. It wasn't
Yeah.
like there was other alternatives.
No. So
Yeah.
either when they're like, the mixed schools in the Vijiji.
Yep.
But
Yep.
then if you want to nini, my friend, it was, I don't know, it was, that's why I'm always like, I know Kibaki, but he really did the most for us.
Yeah.
He did the most for us. So we're products of free education.
Okay. So campus experience, how was it?
Campus was very different for me, interestingly. So I went to school in Othaya. So I transitioned. I begin Kemu in Nyeri, then I moved to Kemu in Nairobi. So Kemu in Nyeri is not too different because I know everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know people like, we can relate. Speak the same language in terms of how we understand each other. We know each other. Maybe we're from the same primary school or something. Then I come to Kemu Nairobi. Hey, my God. And kids who drive.
Yeah.
So shocked. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Kids drive to school. I find kids who live in Karen. Where is Karen? I go to Karen one day. I'm like, excuse me. These are the kids. Like, I didn't know Kemu was like a private posh university like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know until I came to Kemu Nairobi. And then I'm like, shit. Yeah, it's a different world. So it was a very interesting transition for me. So good thing is, which I think is why I didn't fall into like the alcohol bit of it, is in 2010 is when I had started getting ill. So I was, we were trying to figure out what was wrong. It was actually the bigger reason why I transitioned to Nairobi because the doctors needed me to come to Karen Hospital.
Well,
I just realized
is that,
the one.
No, because I multitask, because I'm the one who's doing the whole production. So I do sound. I'm looking at the visual. So I'm like, I hope that's not me because I made sure I did sound check properly.
It's the one. I forgot.
And then I'm looking at you. I'm like, I can't see anything dangling. I don't see anything. Like, so at least we've saved it like way early. We've caught it early.
Yeah, that's a
good. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, really. You got me there because I was so confused.
You're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and if you notice for a minute, I was just trying to think, it's my phone causing interference. I'm checking the live. So I'm sure it means a lot to you, but let's just keep it there for now. Okay.
So I started getting sick. So one day I woke up, I couldn't just like get up physically. So I became a guinea pig for about 2 years. For 3 months, I did it from Nyeri. I had intense physiotherapy as they were trying to figure out what was wrong with me.
You couldn't walk completely, or it's a struggle?
It was a heavy struggle. But the day I got sick, I could not walk completely. Like a taxi had to come. There were no Ubers too.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, our era was so different.
There are no Ubers. It was, a taxi guy or a taxi guy.
And we didn't have border. Borders were not there, I'm guessing.
And the apps. And it's zero. Yeah. So we got like some guy from stage. Taxis used to hover kwenye stage ziko.
Yeah.
So some guy from taxi comes and carries me to hospital. So I'm diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, but then it makes no sense.
What's that?
It's like, I don't want to say an old people disease because younger people get it.
Okay.
But it's like what the joints, when you see older people who get. Yeah. So what happens is that I think there's a fluid that either gets too much of, and it's sometimes ignited by specific types of food. Okay. So things like rice, unga, vitukais.
So that's what they diagnosed.
So that's the first time.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I started going to Karen Hospital consistently because I need to do UV therapy, hydrotherapy, all sorts of therapy to see if it eases the way my joints are feeling. And it's not working. So they figure out, let us send her to Karen in Nairobi now for more intense treatment. So back then I was getting, I think, hospitalized every 2 weeks. I was in a hospital. So I come to Nairobi. Yeah. I defer campus for 1 term. 1 term, oh gosh.
1 term, okay. Okay. People, I'm not being abducted by them.
Akuja kupata production. Simo hizo vitu. La abduction mobile. Pale downstairs.
I swear. This country.
I know, man. Hey, you have to watch. It's like the Kenyatta times. The ghetto.
You just have to be, aware. At least know. I'm always saying, as long as you understand.
What might.
Then you're good. Yeah,
yes.
sour.
So I moved to Nairobi. I defer 1 semester because I'm getting hospitalized too much. I'm missing classes.
Yeah.
That's when they diagnosed me with lupus, something called lupus. It's an autoimmune illness. So with autoimmune illnesses, is your body starts fighting itself. So interestingly, I had never gotten sick in primary, high school.
Yeah.
Ever. Like even a cold, I can't remember. So apparently when that happens, sometimes you should watch for why it's happening. Yes. So it means that your immunity is very high. It's too high.
Yeah.
So kumbe your immunity can become too high to where your
too
body.
good to be true.
Sasa platelets na nini sasa zinapinga mwili.
Okay.
So zinapinga organs, zinapinga nini. So sometimes you'll find with guys like, that's where some illnesses like multiple sclerosis, nini, kuna za bone, kuna za heart, kuna za reproductive systems, kuna zenye upinga heart. So it just depends with which facet you get. It's the same autoimmune issue that guys who have, what do you call it? The skin thing where you start getting lighter.
Vertigo? Or?
Yes, vitiligo.
Yeah.
Yes, you start getting vitiligo. So it's also an autoimmune illness. So, but now that one is specific to skin. So mine was to my, what do you call it? The food system.
Digestive system.
Yes, so mine was my digestive system. I was so small. I was tiny like this. It's like, if you know the magician guy, he's called David Blaine, I think.
Yeah.
He has Crohn's disease.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if it's not, is it Blaine or the other one? One of them has Crohn's disease.
I know the big one is like Blaine, so not.
Yeah, I think it's him. He's black, yeah? Half.
Oh no, I'm talking about the white guy. I'm not talking about the white guy. That's the wrong magician.
Yeah, so there's a specific magician. He's very big. He has Crohn's disease. So it's a facet. It's almost like it's very similar to what I have. Yeah. But then now Crohn's is a little more severe because you normally find them getting that. You see those guys who get their nini removed, their stomach comes here.
Yeah.
And then you have that cut bag thing. So that's so.
So how was it managing?
Oh, it was horrible. The good thing is, I think I have a very DGAF doctor. So he was like, listen, babes, accept or accept.
Yeah. I don't have many choices here.
Yeah, if you fight it, it gets worse. So I never fought it. So I say, okay, sir, let's get on treatment plans. When I have a flare, we'll come see you. And I've had the same doctor till today for so long.
Hey, what about medical expenses?
Oh, it's insane.
Ama Kibaki is paying for...
I wish. Sharp.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, because, when you say Karen Hospital, I'm just like, oh, my God.
So thank God at that point I was insured under my mom.
Okay.
My mom was working at TSC back then. So I was insured under her. But even then, outpatient, most insurances are not that heavy.
Yeah.
Kidogo sana.
And after a year, if you're going on a regular, now they start.
Within 2 months, ushamaliza.
Yeah.
So now I have to start working. So I asked the university where I'm schooling at to hire me. So thank God, because I was Miss Kemu for that year, part of the deal that I had negotiated for myself was maybe employment based on how I'll perform. So I asked them to not wait until I graduate. Yeah. They at least give me like a casual employment thing. So I was making like 36 G's a month.
Yeah, and you're in school, where?
Yeah, and I'm in school. And I'm in school and I'm working.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because I had to push bits of my school by myself.
Yeah.
So I'm working for an agency who was doing Samsung things. So you'll find me in malls, but then I'm so swollen. My joints are so swollen. I've actually never talked about this. This is so interesting. I've never had this discussion anywhere.
Because I told you, we can talk about so many other different things, but and even fun enough, it's because I've seen somebody on the comment section who I interviewed. And it's crazy enough because they're going through cancer treatment right now.
Yeah.
And this is after I hosted them on the podcast. And so now even when he's listening or watching to something like this, it connects to people differently.
Does. Yeah, it does.
I've told people we can talk about career and all these other things, but you do know somebody who goes through So we have to be prepared mentally how to deal with that because it can happen to anyone.
Oh, it can.
So how will you stop talking to your friends? No. Close relatives next family because they're sick. No, at some point you'll have to deal with it.
You will at some point or the rest. Kwanza, there's just now that you've mentioned cancer, there's a statistic by the NHS, the UK NHS, National Hospital Service, something like that, that 1 in every 2 people will get cancer.
I see.
And I think that's a very, very scary statistic. And it's nothing... I don't think we know how bad it's getting.
Treatments and going through everything. It's not easy, but knowing how to manage,
it's key.
It's a plus.
And for real, I know you might say it's BS. Like guys say attitude is everything. Why do you tell us that shit?
Hey.
I promise attitude is everything.
Hey.
Attitude is everything. Attitude is what has taken me through facets of medication, facets of losing jobs, facets of everything because of being ill.
Yeah, because if you're ill, actually it
I don't
affects
even,
your job.
I also don't go out. So your friends always think this.
Yeah,
Like,
so you come, we go.
I can't go out. Till date, I'm not someone who goes out at night. I don't. And to a degree, thank God, it's sort of inculcated this discipline within myself. But people don't understand it. That's why I'm not...
It's not by choice, Kwanzaa.
No, it's not. I'm medicated.
Yeah.
I'm medicated. True. Guys don't get it. So guys sometimes find you and then you dash out and then they're like, we are going to Maringo, bro.
Hey. Your health is your wealth. But even, and you know, it's so crazy because there are people who always look forward to the Friday.
Yeah.
And not everyone is on that time frame. No. So if that's your thing, enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Because we also have to, we also know our bodies. We should know our bodies. Like, hey, my body can't take. Yeah. Like how I used to drink, I can't drink anymore. Yeah. There's a time I used to be
like
able to
you're
drink.
Just there out.
Yeah. Like you know,
doing the most.
Thursdays there's an event. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And you know, Nairobi, you have that culture.
Yeah.
Eh?
And Monday, I'm fresh. Monday, I can still go to work. But I can't do that now because, like, you know, one day of just like over drinking.
Oh my God, you need drips.
I can't. So now, even if I have to, I'll take a shot and everything. But still, also now as I grow older, I appreciate my body in a different way. I'm like, I can't take this for granted. Because I've seen people getting, you know, in hospital, or even others that have left us just because of saying they are doing enjoyment. Yeah. So, you know.
It's not is it so that serious, Aki?
Yeah. So
you have various ways of enjoyment. Like me, I love going to the theater. I love movies. I love. But mimi utanipata mahali kuna crowds, sijui kuna smoke, sijui tuna dance. I'm probably the one Nairobian who's never been to a blankets and wine.
Oh, wait, what?
You should create you should go. Segment for me over there.
You should go. Blankets is one of those events that if you go to, even if you're not like a party, it will give you like a whole experience for all the things that you missed in the year.
Yeah.
And you can choose to attend like just mchana and then dismiss yourself by the time it starts getting like later. But it's super, super chill for fashion people, music people, networking, creating random content with good security and good people. Because even just that ticket for like basic 4 or 5, it's already filtered out a lot of different people.
Yeah. That's true.
No offense, but it's see a football fans. Football fans, there'll be less rowdy people. Yeah. And the security is so top notch.
Yeah.
And you'll network with a lot of different people. So I mean, you can't take that for granted.
No, we can't.
Okay, now with that being said, of course, now you're dealing with like your medical issues and everything, and then now you're transitioning now into the job market because as you grow older,
you need to work.
You need to work. Bigger responsibilities, and probably black tax, not compulsory, but
yes, it's there.
You have to send your mama something. Yeah, because especially after seeing like your engaged talk, I'm sure if you don't send mom something, she'll be like, hey. Kwani kazi yote what I've been doing.
I know.
So now you get job, now you're not Nini, you've disappeared Nairobi.
You decided. Yeah. Interestingly, which I thank God for, my parents are not like that. They don't black tax you. And I think also now, because of them not black taxing you, it makes you now want to.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they don't black tax you.
But black tax, I'm not saying like the compulsory one, because even for me, I'm not on the compulsory.
Watu really are true. Kila mwezi unanitumia
and your cousin is going to school,
so
mtoto wa nani.
Kuna zile that are a little bit
so crazy. I think even for me, and I think it depends with maybe the job the parents have, like you said, I'm sure if they had insurance cover, I'm sure like they had a pension system maybe, or just something that cushion them as they get older. So that way you're not their responsibility, like to feed themselves.
And also it also gives you space to prepare now for that part. When now they get very older,
you can take care of them.
Because now
you're ready now.
They've given you that space with your 20s and 30s to now amass,
accumulate what you can.
Kabisa, do your things. Ndio sasa ikifika hiyo time where now they do need round the care assistance nini, then you're like, I can do this, I can afford this easily. As opposed to those guys who are heavily black taxed from early 20s.
Because you can't even progress as an adult.
You can't
plan for your own family because your tax started the government, your family. It's like
that 5% mwanai, that 5 this side.
I always tell younger people, because of course I'll still say as a millennial, when I'm talking to 20-year-olds now, I'm like, I remember I was there.
Yeah, I know.
I just remember recently I was just there. But I'm just always trying to tell them just prepare, because I know you're having fun now. But you see, even these parents who are breaking their backs maybe to you have a meal, you can sleep, you can wake up, think. Trust me, it will get to a point where they need your help.
They do.
And even if it's just that one phone call, they're like, hey, I'm not feeling good. And then you can be able to make things work by just phone calls, sending money, transfer. You're shaking things even without being there. Yeah. You need to prepare for those days because they're going to come.
Yeah, they will.
They're going to.
You can't escape that.
That's inevitable.
It is.
And I think I've tried, when I'm talking to young people, I've seen a lot of people who are like, I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, they're very now-minded.
But it's going to be a very rude awakening.
It
but
is.
the best thing you can do is just be prepared.
Just prep.
To take care of the people who took care of you.
Yeah. No, I tell guys the same thing. Just prep. You'd rather even open a can MMF, you put 1,000 a month.
Yep.
And then if your time, you just, you release it to your folks. But just stay ready because it will happen. And if it's not your parent, it's other people, it's other situations. It's just
my mom fell sick during COVID, and it was the time where everyone was like, I can't go anywhere close to someone with COVID because I can get COVID.
Yeah.
So the only person who was going to hospital every day, it's me. And I had just bought like my first car. I was like, the timing of this.
Yeah, I know.
Because like the timing of this.
Yeah.
So hospital every day. But the contribution that I played, my part there.
Yeah.
I can't even just imagine like if I was not in a good position to do anything.
Can you imagine?
Terrible.
Can you imagine? That could have gone the other way. Like this.
Because she's on meds and everything. The same way you're saying, like, going through medication. At times you need also somebody who's just psych you up.
And even to just see someone.
Otherwise, the hospitals were isolated. I'm telling you, go to wards.
Now that you're talking about it.
Now unakuja kuona mama yako kila siku. I'm like,
yes, ni mama yangu.
But other guys are not coming because, COVID, utapata COVID.
Yeah, but you're like, no, this is my mother.
I was coming with files every day, picking records and everything. And then it just showed me like the importance because like I remember even there's a time she looked like she was giving up. But I was there every day, like even when the doctor saying like, okay, you can't go to the other room.
Yeah.
So I could call her and tell her like, niko tu hapa nje, I'm taking these documents, I'll WhatsApp you so that you see.
Gets, something in her brain.
Like magazine, newspapers and everything.
Yeah,
so I'm telling her like, you're good.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Yeah. The best thing is that, at least you're still here.
Yeah.
And then now she's telling me about somebody who didn't make it yesterday.
Hey. You're like, no, sick.
No, but now me, I have to keep psyching her. Now me, I have to, there's a reason you're here. Relax, you're good.
Uko sawa.
Yeah. But, it's not easy. But, if you know you're ready for such situation, it's going to be so much
easier.
Much easier to navigate. And you're going to, like, there's no amount of money you can put, like,
I promise.
Zero. Even the only reason we work hard for is like to provide service to the people that we love.
It is. And that's the only way it becomes fulfilling is if you're in service.
Materials
of something.
Materials are good.
They're cute, but I promise it's very short-lived.
When you wanted like, let's say a specific car that you wanted.
Yeah.
After you got it.
Yeah.
How long did it take before you'd say like,
Kwanza mine is bad. I don't know if it's because we're entrepreneurs. We're not people who celebrate wins.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe you're the same way. Like, my partner and I, when we got our first big Minty Lime client, we had bought this wine, this posh wine, and we were like, the minute they make that payment, we're gonna, we're going to be celebrating.
I have to pop.
Yeah, 5 years later, it's still in there.
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't know. I don't sit with wins.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm like it's the next one, and it's a good thing, and it's also a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's the next one. Like I'm looking for the next one and the next one.
That's why we're talking about like the journey is the sweetest part.
It is actually. It is.
Yeah.
It's not even the building.
Like, you want to get an award? Okay, so what? Forget that
cute.
award.
Okay, yeah. What next?
But the process and even tackling the next nini.
It's everything.
You can't put a price on that.
Usijaribu kunini kukata hiyo process. Process ni important.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a reason why there is a blueprint for life that you can study, whether through the Bible, the Quran, anything. You can study blueprints of life as has been. And a big part of that has been work. Work is the one thing you will not avoid.
Yeah.
So if you're avoiding doing the work, it's going to catch up at some point.
No.
I don't want to be working in your 50s, man.
But I think, I know, let me keep those notes, Kwanzaa, like those ones will come to like later on.
Yeah.
Let's get to like now getting into the job market. You're trying to land your feet maybe some. Do you start off as an entrepreneur or do you get employed in different companies?
Yeah.
Because you did mention something to do with losing jobs.
Yeah. So I get, so I discovered, this is the thing.
Yeah.
You know how you know if you're employable or not?
How?
If you figure out, if you've ever like done politics in your university, there's a very high chance you're not employable because it means you question authority a lot.
True. True.
So if you're always in that noisemaker list and you want to fight your prefect, there's a very high chance you're a little different from most in that regard. So I think I figured out kitambo because I had my first startup when I was 19. Minty Lime is my fourth startup. Yes, it's my fourth startup, my most successful startup.
Oh,
I've always said I'm a master of failure. I've failed so many times.
Well, that's how you learn, though.
Of course. And I love it. And that's why one of the and something I tell my performance marketing guys who do ads.
Yeah.
The first ads, do them haraka, you fail. Speedy, haraka. So we get through this.
So that we figure out the one that works. How do we get the one that works?
Yeah. So literally my performance marketing guys, I say you're just a department of failure. Because yours is to test and fail, test and fail, test and fail. I don't fear failure. So whenever I'm asked, there's a question guys ask, what's your biggest failure? I'm like, I don't think I have one. I think in truth, life is for failing and testing and getting up and trying again and failing. So I've entered job market. I figured out very soon that I don't follow the stream. I am someone who always tries to figure something out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the job market, I start getting bullied. And so they expect that I'll take a transfer easily. So I get bullied because I'm the youngest employee in that whole organization.
It's always the worst.
Yes. So first of all, they tell me, I get a note that says stop wearing skirts and dresses. Yeah. So they tell me start wearing trousers. Okay. So I don't know. Like it's just
what industry did you? Because now
this is education. Yes, but I mean this is education. But I'm in IT. I'm in the digital department.
Yeah.
So they say, okay, start wearing trousers. Okay, sir. So I run palevo. I buy my mbio 2 trousers. They say no, these trousers are too tight. Start wearing jeans. So I'm like, okay, sir. So then it hit me. What happens? Then HR sends me a letter.
Yeah.
HR says I'm a ghost. I'm like a ghost worker. They can't find my files.
What do you mean?
I know. I'm like, what? I was an intern. I was a casual, and I'm an employee.
I've been here for the longest time.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, this cannot even happen. That I'm a ghost worker. So now or later, I figured out what was happening. So I was being bullied. So they give me a transfer that sends me to a very remote part of Central. So I say, screw it.
So from Nairobi to...
Yes, I say I don't want it.
Even me, there's no
so
way you can do that to me. Yeah.
Yeah, so I resign. And so I start trying to do my own things and I hustle. I think also when you're younger, in as much as you're hustling, you're still also applying for jobs.
Yeah.
I tell people there is no way at any point I didn't have over 1,000 job applications. For sure I had that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Until it got normal to say no. At first it used to break my heart.
Or like you're just sending consistently.
Oh yeah, non-stop. So like per day I'm sending like 20 CVs like to different places. Any job anyone sends me. Hadi zile za text. People would send you, I've had this radio.
You're trying everything. Like, just give me, I want something. I just
want an out because I'm struggling. So I'm still doing a few IT gigs. You know, people are calling me, we need fixing here, we need software here, we need this. So I'm making small money, but not enough. I'm making enough for maybe rent.
It's not consistent, but you can plan for something.
Yes, it's not. So I'm like, so I discovered very early on I'm not meant for employment. So I say, this employment thing, I will only go to it when they come and they figure out where I'm the one dictating, the premise. So I struggle for a good 7 years.
Hey.
I struggle for a
good 7
story
of my life. Okay, but for me, I always got a job, but I always got fired as well.
Why?
And that's the thing. It's not because I'm not good at my job, but I used to spend a lot of time on the internet. Because I was like, these guys have fast internet. I can watch YouTube the whole day. So I would just put the screen down. I'm working and I was always in advertising.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, these people are supposed to be like the
Also,
cool
that's how
place.
you learn in advertising.
But not at the time, because like digital wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
They were like, what? Every time but I'm watching
Yeah.
YouTubers
Yeah.
consistently. Now, as we're just printing billboards, and I remember I used to ask myself, like, so why?
I know.
I mean, I'm seeing what people are doing in the States.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is so much
this.
better.
Yeah.
At the time, I was doing Paka, like, you see these power interruptions for KPLC
Yeah.
every single day.
Yo.
Like now, if you show me a newspaper with like KPLC, I'll just tear it in front of you. Just like
trauma.
PTSD. I don't even want to see. But like just being in the work environment, I used to always get a job because I'm good.
Yeah.
But co-curriculars that I did outside, you're doing too many photography things outside. You're posting too many things like online about like, we don't know if it's
That's
correlated
odd.
to.
Especially
in
for
advertising. Shout outs to Scanad.
Hey.
But that's what made me where I am right now.
Yeah.
Because now the same way you've said, you start realizing like,
Enforcing
authority,
issues.
yeah. Why am I doing this? Okay, they still call me back for job. So clearly I can do work.
Iko kitu.
But there's something else going on. And then I just started now like just focusing on my content. And I was just like probably one of the first content creators.
Yeah, like who took it seriously.
Way back.
Yeah.
Like when Akina Sharon Mundia were doing Nini. Yeah, that's when we were trying to do like YouTubes and stuff. But now later on in life, it makes more sense.
It does.
So now for your case, the way you're saying, like, you're applying. What do you think you are not getting, like, probably? Because 1,000 is crazy. I never used to apply. I would do kidogo.
Yeah.
I'm advertising just had shortage of people who had, like, the stamina.
Also advertising, the agencies are very, I don't know. I've noticed with agencies, all they do is trade people within each other.
Exactly. So it's one agency, you come to the other one.
They're like, I'm a talker. Let's take him.
So Mpaka, you're wondering, like, if I'm not good at what I do, then I wouldn't be employed.
Yeah.
So I never. But why do you think maybe it was hard, like in your field?
Yeah.
Because also I think IT was also in demand at the time.
It was, yeah. It was in demand. I think for me, which is interesting, I've never thought too much about it, but I do think it was a rerouting because I was trying to do everything else, but the one thing I was extremely, extremely good at, which was comms marketing, which I had figured out how to do way before like COVID. You see the way guys just, digital hit during COVID. I had been doing it for like since 2015. So you can imagine 2014, 2015, I'm doing intakes via Facebook. I'm doing I had it here. It was so good. Yeah. But I'm just applying for IT jobs nonstop. Okay, And it was a very odd thing. And anybody who was a mentor to me at that particular point kept on telling me, go to digital. Go to digital.
Yeah.
Figure out your place in marketing and in digital. And I used to fight them. I'm like, no, I'm a nerd. I don't want to go so happy. At that point, I think I didn't know, because I was very young, early 20s. I didn't know that nerds are everywhere. They are marketing nerds. Like I'm a heavy advertising nerd. Marketing nerds, AI nerds, finance nerds. Kwanza, that is the nerdiest of them all.
Yeah, numbers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, business nerds. Yeah. I think we were taught that a nerd was one way. And my goal was wanting to be a nerd. So I thought the only way to nerdship was software engineering.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't follow what was key to what.
That's what maybe would have given you more opportunities on marketing and everything.
Yeah.
And I think there were some even companies which had programs like, this is what you're interested in. We can pay for you to study more so that you can be more valuable to the company.
And then I kept applying to the same types of companies that I thought were prime at that point, which is very odd.
Now overlooking this other two.
Yeah, those guys who just apply to Safaricom.
Yeah. Always do it. It's like I want that opportunity. I want that position. I'm at that position. Marketing nini ametoka. I want nini.
Yeah, you look for anything within that specific company, which is very bad. But again, it was not what it is today. You can go to Monday, whatever, Brighter Monday. We didn't have that.
The options were so limited.
They were so limited to access what was there. So ukisikia company like Tano, you apply for like 600 jobs within those 5 companies. It was the ghetto, to be quite honest.
And even on this conversation, there's somebody here, John, is saying that's me. Currently, after my bosses were where I was an intern, thought I was outsmarting them. So, it happens. It's very tricky. You might just be trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But, again, like you said, like the bosses also, you can't outshine your master.
Yeah.
Like
I remember, oh my God, this is very recent. By the way, if you think that ends, it doesn't.
No, it never.
So the best thing you can do for yourself is if you have the thing for business and you know how you have that thing for business, just go build a different work culture.
Yeah.
I remember Juicy, this is like 2-3 years ago, I was approached by right now, people know that I'm headhunted every day, but I don't want it.
You're really good at what you do.
I
Right
am.
now, I can be like, hey. I kept on looking at your stuff and I'm like, wait, cause also there's also like a trend. I thought I think there's also almost like a trend of like IT girls now.
Yeah.
But some are just doing it because it's trendy.
Yeah.
But then again, I start looking at your stuff and, everything. I'm just like,
yeah.
Is she really like about this life? Or it's just
and I'm niche.
Yeah. So I'm
don't
following
do everything.
Even with AI.
Niche. Yeah.
And then I experimented a bit with there's something you had put with a prompt and then I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. So I sent it to a friend of mine who does sketches with like an iPad. And I was like, yo, look at
Let
this.
me try this.
I've done this in 2 minutes. And then I was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
So me in my head, I just kept on saying like, I really do hope she comes to the podcast because like there's so much to
I was going to come. And I love teaching. I think the biggest part of
it speaks in your content.
Yes, I love teaching. To where, like anybody who's trying to manage me, I get people who try to manage me. Like, no, we're managers. And they come from God knows where, every country.
I manage you how now?
Yeah. See, like the ways these guys, like artists have managers. Apparently people are managed. Yeah. I'm like, what?
Why?
I'm an educator.
Yeah.
I could care less.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, you give too much. You give too much.
Oh, I know why. I know why. Because even on some pages, like, I've seen, like, I'm like, strategy for a week of posting content. I'm like, she's giving this out for free.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but I've remembered other people who say like, once you start creating value, there's so many other things that you can welcome in your
I don't want you to come to me for mediocre shit.
Exactly.
Ati we need a content kali utatulipisha no. Yeah.
By the time somebody calls you, they'll be calling you for something serious.
Yes. They're like, okay, sawa, here is our budget. It's 10 million a month. We want to be in this place. We want this person.
It makes sense.
I want you to come to me when you have some really but all these smaller things are for free. I can just go to my pages and learn.
I was shocked. I was shocked because I'm telling you, I can take like like a whole day just trying to analyze a profile and just look at content. I'm like, okay, let me just try. I'm just like,
and gatekeeping. I don't gatekeep. Like guys gatekeep a lot in technology. I didn't even know it was that insane.
It's a thing though.
Yeah,
it's a thing because they can charge. However, Kenya is still like a gray area with a lot of things that are still developing. So a lot of people are like those ones like, hey, us we are charging for this.
Yeah.
Nani's needing it for free because some of the strategies and needs that you put for content, people pay for that.
Yeah, people pay for that.
So for me, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, even creating an image that looks like this, an agency, like right now, would charge like $300, $400 or $500.
Thousands of dollars. Yes.
So I was just like impressed. But I was like, there's so much more.
There's way much more.
There's so much more.
If that is what I'm giving you, imagine everything else that I don't give you.
Now
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah. So I also discovered in my 7-year journey, which is something that the person will also discover with time, is that life is very cyclic. If you don't learn the lesson that you intended to learn in your season in, what do we call it? We call it in the desert. If you do not learn what you're meant to learn when you're in your hard season, it keeps repeating itself.
Yeah.
So I think for me, there was a lesson. I know for me, there was a lesson that I kept trying to run from. I kept applying jobs when that was not meant for me.
Yeah.
Ever.
And you're even not even questioning, like, how comes things are not falling?
No.
That's why I've asked you, like, how comes you're applying for all this?
No.
Me, I was like, I was just like, I lose this one, there's another one.
See, as we are brought up to apply for jobs.
Oh,
you have a job.
True.
Yeah. So nobody.
Umetuma CV.
Yeah. Ngapi leo? Me update resume.
Oh my God.
As nobody, especially if you come from families where you're the first entrepreneur as well, nobody sees or understands your vision. Oftentimes, it's like there's something that I'm trying to remember who says it. I don't know if I'm trying to remember, but someone says, as the vision carrier, there's a very high chance nobody will understand what you're doing. Because there's nobody like you.
There's somebody here who says like, kipenzi cha watu, says, say no to gatekeeping. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
say
sure.
no to gatekeeping. Like guys gatekeep tools a lot.
Yeah.
So I learned that life is cyclic. If you find yourself repeating the same pattern, especially when it comes to hardship, there's a lesson life is trying to teach you that you're refusing to learn.
And it's you. It's just up
It
to
is
you
you.
now to like actually realize like,
It's a perception.
yeah.
For sure. It's a perception. Kuna perception that's not clicking.
And I think even with that, when you say something like that, you'll realize people who, I understand now, people who are meant to do an 8 to 5
Oh, yeah.
and entrepreneurs.
And I'm not even mad about it.
Because I've always realized like, now maybe that's why there was something different about me. Because people would be like, hey, how comes your hair is like, si unyoe hata ukage tu vizuri, you can get a nini.
Yeah.
Okay, how comes you're always doing, I was the guy who's like always recording things, taking pictures, you know.
yeah.
And then even like, some friends
Everybody's
are like,
like,
okay, why are you
why?
taking pictures every
Yeah.
time? And we can't even
can't
drink and
get
have
it.
fun in peace. But now, like, you look at it like a couple of years later, you're like, this is
get
actually,
why.
this is why
Yeah.
I was meant to do this. Like, this is how I'm earning. And it kept me like in a very good position. But, other people do that and then they get discouraged maybe
Then
with
they stop.
friends, family,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they stop.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, get this regular nini, and then they're in an uncomfortable and very unhappy life.
Oh, yeah.
When you're 40s and you're just never smiling,
Yeah.
it's because you just chose the wrong
Yes,
direction.
You refuse to. It's like music. I watched Diary of a CEO a lot. There's a guy he was interviewing and he was teaching how music must be hard.
Yeah.
So everybody has a music in them. So it could be real music or it could be creativity. It could be production. Your music, it's like your calling. It demands to be heard.
Yeah.
You keep denying it, the calling just gets louder. So you've refused to open that company that
Yep.
the universe keeps directing you to. Please don't think it's going to die in your 40s, 50s, 60s. It will keep ringing.
And you might have it in your deathbed.
Yeah.
When have you
Can
ever
you
had those
imagine?
interviews where
Yeah.
old people are being asked, like, what's the one thing you regret that you never
I
did?
wish.
I wish I had done this. I wish I had.
wish.
And then you, as the listener, the person who's watching
Yeah.
the TikToks, you're like, then why didn't you do it?
I know.
But just imagine, like, there are people even like I talk to as friends, like,
Yeah.
I have this idea of doing this, and I'm like, so you
Can
do
you
it.
do it? Yeah. Because the guys who are employed, you
One-
have such a cushioning, man.
1 year later, they're still telling. I have a friend who's been telling me about something for over 5 years. Like I told him, like, listen,
Surely.
just stop telling me. The day you decide you want to do
Call
it,
me.
Yeah, call me. But otherwise, I can't keep doing it
Can't
because
keep-
now
you
it's even
can't.
haunting me as an entrepreneur. Because I wake up when
You're
I
like,
want
this
to
is a
do figure
brilliant
something
idea.
out. Yeah, so you do it. They're like, what if I don't get the best? I'm like,
That's okay.
You haven't even tried to know if you're getting
Yeah.
feedback or not. And even if you don't get feedback, that's how you grow.
That's also the other
That's
thing
how you grow.
I noticed with guys who are trying entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this for a fact. The idea you begin in is not the idea that makes money for
Nope.
you. But
Nope.
you need to begin so that the
Yes.
market can tell you what it needs.
It prepares you for
Yes.
that
Yes.
situation or
Yeah.
position that you're going for.
Please. I promise you. Utaketi hivi ati you think you're still doing research, then the
Yeah.
idea you hit will be the $1 million. It's not.
The people
So
want
just
that
that.
idea that they have to be million. And I think I've seen this also with a lot of young people. Maybe it's because we're in the age of like tech and a lot of success
And
stories
FOMO.
are being shared.
yeah.
And I think it gives people anxiety to
It
see
does.
so many, because it seems like everybody's just doing well.
Yeah.
No, there's a big population of people who are still trying to
Actually,
figure it
the
out.
most people aren't.
Yeah, a majority of the people are still trying to figure it out.
90-something%.
But if you're following like from Kim Kardashian, you're
please.
watching Diary of a CEO is on top of it. So you're watching all success stories. So you have nobody who's almost close to normal. And these normal people are the day-to-day people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least try and figure out like, if you want to pursue something, just do it. And it's just part of the journey. Even if
swear,
you watch
it
those
is.
success stories,
Yeah.
I'm always, I've had like so many girls like on the podcast.
Yeah.
Very hesitant about like taking their moves and nini.
Yeah.
And big influence now is like from social media
Content
stars,
creation,
content
nini,
creation,
yeah.
girls who are super successful.
Yeah.
So somebody would be like, the way Kim Kardashian is doing this. I was like, okay, sawa. Let's go with Kim Kardashian. She was Paris Hilton's personal assistant.
Yeah.
Before even becoming friends, she was a personal assistant.
She was,
because she was like, yo, can I do this
like
for you?
her wardrobe,
Yeah,
nini.
shopping for her,
Yeah.
suggesting this and
Yeah.
that. But look at where she is now. $1 billion and everything.
Bigger.
But you have to enjoy the journey.
You have to enjoy the wardrobe styling part.
You have to.
If you don't enjoy the wardrobe styling part, you will not get to the $1 billion part.
There is no way.
You
Impossible.
can't.
Because how will you even handle it? How will you even handle anything?
That part. I think also there's that thing. People don't think you need to be prepared for money, but you need to be prepared for money. There's something such as a blessing that can harm you.
Yeah.
There is a blessing that can harm you, especially blessings that come when it's not their time yet.
Yeah.
They can really, really hurt you.
I always have money conversations on the podcast, and I don't even know at this point what people think about money because
me, I've gotten into money.
I find some of the strangest theories and everything, but I'm always trying to tell people, even if you're complaining, maybe I need money for right now. It's just because you're not ready. That's the reason.
Just be ready for it.
And also, it's also the world just telling you you're still not ready.
Yeah, just hold.
I always tell people I always ask. I can't ask a millennial this because they'll give me a more rational, structured answer. But young people, I'm always asking them okay, so what kind of money would make you happy? Every month as a salary.
Wanakwambia?
There's one who said 5-point-something million.
A month? That's specific.
Yeah. Okay. They said 5M huko hivyo. There was 200, 300.
Wako 5M.
Yeah. No, this one said 5M. And then I was just I was so shocked because I was I don't understand. Because, okay, first of all, maybe they have a bigger dream than how I think. Yeah. Because I also don't understand. My mind can't comprehend 5 million per month. I wouldn't know what to do with 5M per month. Because I spend 5M now, and then there's another 5M coming. Come on.
Aki, we will do everything that can be done in this life.
That's way above the scope of how I think. But we talk about so much extreme highs that I always ask them, okay, sir, you've grown up in a normal household. How much do you think your dad was getting? How much do you think your mom was getting? Oh, she was taking care of you. Oh, they paid your school fees. And imagine this is what they were getting.
Yeah.
Do you understand the responsibility that comes with the amounts of money that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Most people don't they wouldn't know how to handle. And that kind of money in this generation would actually kill you.
Oh, it would. There are blessings that can kill you because it's time.
Yeah.
Blessings that can harm you. Because to you, it's a blessing. In actuality, you're trying to force issues.
Somebody's saying I want a very expensive car so that we can go and drink with my friends. So I'm so you're putting together drinking and driving.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And a lot of money.
Makes sense. It's like a Lamborghini somewhere in Sijui where
Kwanza
the super low one. You're that makes sense to you.
Yeah. Do you understand what you're saying? Are you seeing how badly this can go?
This is a bad idea.
But
idea.
I think it's just also we can't also blame young people, especially because now let's say Gen Z, they're the first generation to be born with
tech.
All the new tech.
Yes.
And also with for us to receive news, it used to be filtered, edited, and then tailored for us to watch. It's my there was one accident probably in Nakuru 1 week ago.
Yeah.
Now.
Hey, photos, videos,
videos,
everything. Was hit by a train.
Yes.
You're my God.
And probably 10 videos in a day. So they're absorbing so much differently.
It's too much.
So we also can't pretend we know what they're going through. But we can notice it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It is.
But then again, also we can say common sense is also...
Blueprint. The blueprint is the same.
Yeah, it's still the same.
In the 80s, in the 1700s, in the whatever. Blueprint is the same.
It's still the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's branch to now you've gone to Minty. Minty is working out for you.
Minty is working out.
And also that's how I found you, through TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I don't think if it's through TikTok content, I don't think I would have found your content.
Yeah.
Because I was just casually, I was oh, this is interesting. Simple presentation.
Cool.
She's talking about a lot of things that I'm I've just started using ChatGPT. So I'm let me just do YouTube
1,
searches
2, 3
a bit
things.
here and there. And then I'm okay, sir. So I find a couple of clips. I don't know what his name is. I think he's your friend. But the guy you do the Kikuyu versions with
Jeff.
him.
Yeah,
that's
Jeff.
So I'm you know what?
Since
I've been raised in Kiambu, this is just going to be easy for me.
Jeff is amazing.
But I'm just what about people who want this information in English?
Can I tell you the funny thing about Jeff's podcast?
Yeah.
I didn't know what a big deal Jeff is. I still don't, despite me having seen his numbers.
It's a very nice niche.
I think he's like a very big deal.
He is.
And he's going to watch this and he's going to laugh.
And just doing it in circular. I was shocked once. I was like, hey, wait, they're just talking like this. But then I was like, this is unfair, first of all, because there's a lot of people are missing. Because I grew up in Kiambu.
Yeah.
I'm not Kikuyu, but I
So
grew up in Kiambu.
you can hear it.
But I can hear.
Yeah.
Even speaking, I can just do it a bit. But I was just like, this is so much. And they're really interested in AI. But so now, like, if somebody goes to your page, there's so much content that they can learn from, which is interactive. And then some is almost like homework.
It is.
Like, okay, take these prompts here. You can try. This is what
show me. But the guys who DM me with their results,
like,
I have so much fun. It's like homework. Like, and I always propagate their content further. Because I'm like, this is like, first of all, you honored me by watching my video. Then you honored me by actually taking part in what I asked. So I always propagate people's content when it comes to like homework, so to say.
So when you're doing it that way, when you're posting your content like on TikTok or if it's Instagram, is it on behalf of company or this is just you personal, like just doing it like, okay, this is the Lord's work that I'm doing, and then it's going to bring other things like maybe, because it's also like a new strategy.
It is,
and clearly it's standing out. It stood out for somebody like me who likes tech and just content creation.
So what I've noticed, interestingly, and it was not intentional, I started doing it unintentionally. And then now there's a scope that's come up of founder-led companies. You found founder-led marketing.
What's that? What does that mean?
So if you know Bandari Beauty, you've seen Maureen Bandari. If you know Beauty Bar, you've seen Yvonne Kanye. So founder-led marketing. Anything Kitabu is Tony Ndongo. So where the founders' content is the marketing that is used for the brand. However, I did not do it that way. It took me wanting to teach a lesson on founder-led marketing to be like, wait a minute, that's what I do. Because for so long, I was doing it because I teach a lot. And then I was like, so I noticed, I discovered something in high school. When I wanted to understand something, I would teach it. Then it would somehow stick to my brain. Kenya.
Oh yeah, because you've gone through it like enough times. As I'm teaching someone, you're still teaching yourself.
So selfishly, I teach so that I can reiterate it in my brain. So I didn't even know it was going to be the foundational marketing aspect of anything. Because I've written like articles on Business Daily. I've done so many other things. But at no point have I ever rooted it. For example, in Minty Lime, if you noticed, I don't even introduce myself in my videos, which I discovered last week. Because most people start a video, they're like, oh yeah, my name is I do I don't. I get straight to the point. Hiya, this is marketing. This is what we are going to do today.
I didn't know your name when I was watching your content.
I don't. I'm so I'm so oblivious. That's the same thing I'm telling nobody manages my social, despite me pushing everybody that I know who is a CEO to get their socials managed.
It's how can you give, like, especially for an AI and IT person, how can you give who will you give that responsibility?
You can find someone like yourself.
No, there's nobody who will think like you. And then also another thing, like, who are you going to trust with that kind of information?
Yes, exactly.
No way.
It's not. And people come with they'll come tell you with NDAs for their company before they tell you what they're like. I think 80% of the brands that I work with have NDAs because they're in security, they're in the cybersec, they're in finance. It's some insane brands.
NDAs are okay.
Yeah.
But let's also not forget we're in an era where somebody can say, because of their stress levels and personal things that are going on in their life, they're like, I signed an NDA. And then they go on TikTok and they say, story time, guys. Now, come with me as I delete all my bosses' like social handles and everything as I quit my job. And if they want to arrest me, arrest me.
I've seen that. Oh my God. And then people love that content.
Yes.
Like you actually start your journey as a content creator there.
Boom. Even lawyers will volunteer. It's like, if they come for you, we will represent you for free.
Remember
like, this is a good
that
case.
Fake lawyer.
Yeah.
Sindio. He's a TikTok, he's a social media sensation. And you're like, in actuality, that's actually not okay.
Yeah.
But nobody cares.
Is it called court of public opinion? They just do not care.
They don't care. They're like, but see, we like it.
I'm like, this is actually illegal, right?
It is. Like, it's
everyone
wrong.
is like, no. But, for him to go up to the, of course, and then also we do have, of course, Sonko, I'm not trying to rap, but even if you have people with muscle who are like, me, I'll represent him.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good lawyer, I can do this, and this. He needs to go.
We encourage nonsense a lot.
Mpaka is just like, listen.
Yeah.
But me would still stand for.
Hizo vitu ndo zimefanya I understand why we have the leaders we have.
Yes.
Like you go through things and you're like, shit. Because people sit and say, this leader is bad. Let me tell you, he was voted for by people
But
we can sit here and say he stole or didn't steal or this.
Yeah.
But I promise nobody stole 10 million votes. Good chunk of that were actual voters.
But even if I was to chunk in on that now, I would always say like, and that's why like I stopped getting involved too much in politics talks, because like I think I also look at things very differently, because I'm always saying like, hey, listen, I don't think this can stop anytime soon, but I'll give you guys a reason. Because all these leaders that we have, right? Kwani they came from Mars?
No.
Or like they were imported from a different country.
Please.
It's like people, even for us, if you're a millennial, it's people who we used to see grow into
or
those
even
positions.
Know.
We know some of them. Okay, that's why we'd have like a musician. We'd have comedians, we remember, who are just acting. And then now they're...
now all of a sudden...
And then I'm like, yo, I can't put 2 and 2 together, because I remember like, let's say even like... the guy for Coast, I remember him doing like exposés for like big government
Can you imagine?
And then you see,
kwa system.
And then you're like, okay, so now here's the thing. We've already established that
they're not from Mars.
They're not from Mars, but it's part of us.
It is part of us.
It's us. It's just like the same friends maybe you're talking to, and they're talking about, hey, me, I want to be a politician. They will be a politician.
Oh, yeah. There's something...
and as crazy as it is, they will be.
Oh, they will be. It's like something she's called Shiko Moirore. She was talking about on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know. Do you know Usikimie?
Yes.
So Usikimie, people create all sorts of drives for Usikimie. Yeah. So Usikimie is the recipient, but they're not part of the process.
Okay.
Because I mean, they couldn't. All the drives that you want to do for Usikimie, right?
Yeah.
So wewe tu unafanya posters zako, una create M-Pesa nini yako, unasema
so wait, what?
Oh, yeah. And then you say this day we're going to Usikimie nini, we're going to donate this. But of course, someone in that organization has talked to Usikimie and said, on this day, can we come cook for the kids?
Okay.
Yes, but then you see that's where Usikimie's work ends. Because they say, okay, sawa, we'll coordinate. Nyi mtakuja mpike, kitchen iko hapa, come do your thing. We'll make sure the kids are ready, nini, and so on and so forth. So these guys start a fundraiser on socials, and they raised money. They raised over 100,000 shillings. Then the morning of cooking, please note the chef who's organizing this has already come from Mombasa. Okay. She's come to Nairobi. Let me tell you, the chick who was getting the money, finance, where your group sends a text and says, Aki, wacha tu tuseme ukweli, pesa yenu sina.
Oh my God.
Okay. So now, so you see, of course, it's not Usikimie's business. Them, they're just recipients. But can you imagine? So Shiko Moirore was saying, we need to sit with the fact that as a society, there's something wrong with us.
It is.
That you can steal money for orphans.
Yeah.
And think it's actually funny or nonchalant. Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
we are where we are because of who we are.
Yeah.
She was like, the fact that the fact that this was even in somewhere that it could happen, that alone tells you everything you know about Kenyans.
Or how somebody didn't see it coming.
Oh, yeah. 3 million things you could have done differently.
Yeah.
3 million things you could have done differently. But somehow...
we can't say that, and that's what I'm saying, even because this is in context to like saying like we can give such a responsibility to someone.
Oh, yeah.
And even if you've tried, I don't know if you have or if you've tried working with assistants, you understand, like, even if somebody's next to you, like, you're giving them access to...
a lot, man.
The work of your life that you've done over, like, the number of years.
It is actually the work of your life.
Yes. You're giving them that responsibility. So it's not even about NDAs. NDAs can be there. So for somebody to say they can manage you, the scope of that, first of all, even trust-wise, I don't know. I don't know what kind of check you're going to write to say, like, we're bringing a client who's bringing you X amount of money.
$16 million.
Yeah, $16 million. I'll be like, manage me so that even if you steal and destroy anything,
it's okay, I still get something.
Burn it all, me, I'm good.
I'm set.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you understand, like, and I think it's about understanding the work you've had to put in to get where you are.
It's been a lot, man. It's a lot.
It's something I have a conversation with a lot of young people, because a lot of people would say like, hey, I want to come and just be like your assistant and stuff.
And then you're
I can answer your emails. Think about the things they're talking about.
Yeah.
I can answer your
you know how
emails.
crazy that
I can
is?
pay your bills. If you have a card, I can make sure I make these payments.
If you have a card.
No, but that's what
It is
assistants do.
assistant
Like
jobs,
if abroad,
yes.
that's what an assistant should be able
like
to.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian. That's what you're supposed to be able to do. Like, here, go get this for me. Okay, call
Pay
this
this,
person.
go to the groceries.
Medical appointment and
Yeah.
everything. You're giving this
My
person
kids.
yeah, there you go.
Imagine.
Okay, play group is supposed to start at this time. They're supposed to be picked at this.
You drop them
Imagine
off.
even thinking that somebody that you've met because they applied responsible for your kids.
Yeah, I do.
Especially think about like even how you gave us like your engaged talk.
Yeah.
How are you supposed like somebody tells you casually like, oh, I'll pick the kids for you by the way from school. I know, but exactly. But you see, when people are applying for such things, I don't think it registers in their head.
It doesn't.
It's like, you want part of my life for me to open
they don't
it
know
like
how
this.
serious and intense
Yes.
and personal it is.
And even your
It's
emails, think about
extremely-
somebody
extremely personal.
looking at emails.
Yeah.
Maybe you've sent a quotation of X
So they
amount
have
of money.
access to all that.
Everything.
Yeah. It's a lot.
And then they do a story time when they're quitting. They're
Wacheni
like,
niwaambie,
this email and this.
the most he's ever made.
I swear.
The most he's ever made. Msitishiwe hii
I
Nairobi.
swear.
Msitishiwe hii Nairobi.
I would never give anyone access to my emails.
And the way guys are big on I don't know. I don't know, man. I think this era of FOMO, because now we're using FOMO as a marketing and strategy tool. Guys are really pulled in by a lot of BS.
Yep.
A lot of BS, man.
Yeah.
It's insane how much people will want a sensational story over an educative story. We were having this conversation. A professor will come and teach and you'll find them, a professor from UN or whatever.
Yeah.
They have their own TikTok. They have a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And nobody, he's
No.
even, yeah.
Free classes.
Yeah, zero.
Free. Yeah.
Hey, but starts
7
talking
views.
about who is dating who slept with who did what, where. Hey, please, even create subscriptions immediately. Basic, premiums, the third one is what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and people will pay.
People will pay.
50, 100 bob, they will pay.
I don't know how, I don't understand how that works, but
Yeah, I said there's a lot.
I still don't understand it.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
It is. We had this conversation a while back. You remember Rome, the Colosseum, and the guys that,
Yeah.
you remember the guys who would...
The arena and everything.
Yeah, everything, the lions and all the goddamn things they could get in there to fight and kill humans.
Yeah.
Social media is our new Colosseum.
That's true.
It is our new Colosseum.
The more the chaos,
Oh,
the
the
more
better.
the nini.
Yeah.
Like,
Happy. They used to do those
Very
things when
nice.
people are disgruntled and they're like planning to revolt against the government. Then they would have something in the Colosseum and they would bring in the lions.
blood.
And street.
Let's see,
Yeah,
blood
yeah.
entertainment.
Social media is our new Colosseum. And I hate how unregulated it is. I hate it
That's the thing
so
also.
much.
There's nothing we can do about it
Yeah.
because also I can say, like even at times I have with different guests.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll answer your questions, guys. I'll involve you in a minute. I'll involve you in a minute.
Yeah.
So even content-wise, right? You know, I've also had like this surgeon that I brought like on my knee. He's done over 3,000 procedures.
Yo.
Super good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and even once I posted him, like people who've gone, like their mother has been operated on, father.
By that guy?
Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, oh, by the way, you know this guy. How did you even get
love
into the
it.
podcast? But you can just see, because for me, like even on my end, I was just like, yo, I need a lot of people to watch this content. But
And you need
it's just-
perspectives.
perspectives. But I can say, like, even for that content, it's like super niche people. Maybe
It is.
somebody who's experienced something, somebody going through like a medical thing, but I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is content that needs to be
It needs to be
everywhere.
out there.
But it's there. Me, I've just said, like, I've done my work, Nini, I've pushed it the way I can and
Here you
advertise.
go.
And then I can have like a guest who, you know, this week's guest that I posted her videos.
Yeah.
Her life is so
Like
nonchalant
the
and
1,000
everything.
bob thing, man.
No, that's the one I'm talking about.
You know how I was so shocked. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even know it was yours. I don't know how it popped up in my FYP. And then I had 1,000 bob.
I had to sponsor
I'm
the
like,
video. I was just
Yeah,
like,
I think I saw.
I sponsored
You are
the
like,
video.
this is too good.
Let me just push it because I know this is what people would want to see.
Yeah.
It's like, where?
Yeah. I'm also like still
Yeah.
curious. Like now I can't wait because we've done this. Now I can watch.
I think I'll try and go and do a behind the scenes because I think she was just like, yo, if you want, you can come and actually just have
See
a
where
day.
she lives?
Yeah, I see where she lives and everything. I
my
think people would
gosh.
want to see that.
Yeah.
But she was just like, I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Everything she was talking about, was so extreme.
Yeah.
But I was just like, put yourself in her shoes
Yeah.
and her career line, what she was doing.
Yeah.
Everything she mentions, there's nothing that's normal.
Yeah.
Everything she says is just
Absurd.
crazy
You're like
numbers,
shook.
crazy numbers. But I'm like, okay, you know what?
There's a lot.
Yeah. But content-wise, if I go to engagement,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like, you see,
Yeah.
this is all what you guys want to see.
Yeah.
So now if I bring like a lawyer who's explaining about laws,
Yeah.
and if I bring Kwanzaa finance expert,
Aye.
because I was talking about how she would have managed her
Yeah.
money. Because I've also had another girl on the podcast who blew like around 13M with like, let's say 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Blew it all away. But most
Me, I'm saving every coin. Hey, let me
most
tell
young
you.
people, they really do. Like if money comes, they...
Do you know how easy in this era of digital it is to save and make money and compound?
Yes.
Like there's a girl called Valent. She's called Val. Val runs a brand called Africa's Pocket.
Yeah.
I met Val and I think I got a paradigm shift. Like my entire life is not the same. Every cent I get, I'm putting somewhere. Like she takes
Is she
you
a finance person?
Oh, she is. And then she comes from that sort of background as well. So her parents.
So are you going to
she
link me up
understands.
with Val as
I
well?
need to link you to Val.
Yeah,
Val is
okay.
a wealth builder. Val shows you what your 1,000 you think you can save by yourself per day can be in 20 years.
If you
It's
compound
in
with the
hundreds of
compounding interest,
millions.
yeah.
And you're like, Ati, she shows you, she tells you, go here, this is Vanguard, this is BlackRock, this is Lightrock, this is the... I sat here, like now I'm harassing every money that we're getting paid. I'm like, please,
Let's put it here, let's put it here, let's put it here. Yeah.
Hatujakula siku saba. I don't care.
You know, I always talk about investing, and it's such a big part of
It
the
is
conversation.
amazing. You feel so good.
Once you understand how it works,
Yeah.
it changes your perspective as well.
Yeah, it does.
And that's why I think I've been having the same conversation also with a lot of other younger people.
Yeah.
Especially like people in the influencer space who like, you know, get approached by brands or even small companies.
Yeah.
And then they're like, I may can't take 10K, may can't take 20K, may can't take 50K. Me, I want to take 100 because Nani is getting to 50.
Oh,
and then I'm just like,
yeah,
okay, I understand, but it's just because you guys don't understand the importance of money.
Yeah.
And even what that 10K can do.
Aish.
Because we're talking about dollar cost averaging. And then, you know, if you're... If it's somebody who's even thrifting, they're like, yo, give me your clothes, I'll wear like on my nini. You put it on, that's 5 Gs. That's 10.
Yeah.
Every month you can probably, right now in this era, you can probably get 100 clean.
I also don't like how people have, and there are creators who it makes sense for, but I don't understand how people have one rigid rate card.
No, that's
Because
ridiculous.
every brand is different.
Everybody's different.
Even me at the agency, I have no people ask me, what's your red card? I don't have one.
Yeah.
First do a discovery call with me. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah, let's see what you're trying to achieve, what I can do for you.
The size of your company, where you're based, what year you're in.
Yeah.
Like so many things. People who have one strict, rigid rate card,
You can't
I
do
don't
that.
understand it.
But it's crazy because somebody will have that strict rigid card even if money is not coming in.
Yeah,
No,
and they'll
just
stick
like,
to it.
I'm just like, hey.
They're like, I know my
You're
fund.
starving. I know my what. You're starving to death. And Kwanzaa, you cannot make a call to me and say, I need 5K urgently. And I know you said no to a job.
Tuheshimiane.
I'm like,
Kwanzaa, this economy in Kenya, the way it is right now, even just a bit of your business should be based on some sort of CSR.
Yes.
Where you help small brands. I used to love it when Patricia Kihori would do that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, she would every once in a while shout out like a small brand that she's just gone and bought stuff from. And I try to do that as well on my Twitter and Nini. I shout out small brands and because they have really the coolest shit ever.
They're the ones who have always something that's different. So
I discover a candle brand. I discover rings. I discover Nini Nguo. Like I won't breathe.
You can't shout out to people that you're...
Hey, please. Mimi, I scream. Like, you see, I wore this on purpose. I've not worn it for so long. And it's amazing. So, guys, this is made by a brand of blind women. It's an organization. Let me even get you the name. It's a very dope organization.
Shout outs to them.
Yes. They do the most. Hissy Studio. They're called Hissy Studio. Hissy Studio make things that are different. So if you can check here, this is Braille because it's made by blind women. And I think there's nothing like it. Mimi, I don't even know what to tell you. It's just brilliant. You would have to like just go Google it and figure out what else they do.
But it's been made by blind. Are they students or adults?
Adults.
Okay, it's been made by blind adults,
Yeah.
but the quality
It's crazy.
The braille that's
the braille
on the
over
knees.
here. Yeah. I'll tell you what it means, then he'll put it spell it to me after
for sure.
this. But yeah, you can imagine the thought that goes into these things.
Even when we're talking about Nini, because now on my Nini it's reduced. I can see we have like 7 people on my TikTok.
Yeah.
And then somebody else was like, sasa unaona now we are in class talking about important things. Ebu you guys start talking about tea uone.
Right?
So it's like unajua kama nani. It will start sharing like right now.
Yeah.
But I've always
propagate
I've
the
always
content.
told people like on my podcast, I know what it takes to go viral.
Yeah.
Because we've been also here for a very long time.
Yeah.
But like I don't want that to be like the definition of what I do.
Yeah.
That like now bringing the most controversial. No, we can talk about something, but it doesn't have to be just controversy.
Everything, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like even for that girl, it's just because that was her storyline.
Yeah.
So if I ask her everything of her is just extreme, but that's her normal life.
That's her life.
That's her
she
normal
didn't know
life.
anything else. So wewe uko hapo in shock.
Yep.
But in reality, that's her reality.
I asked her like, have you ever thought about like opening a bank account?
Yeah.
She said like, so I asked her like, so like your mom, dad, friends, relatives, there's nobody who's ever opened like an open account?
Yeah.
She said no.
So where does she keep her money?
M-Pesa.
Gosh.
Plus, if it was getting 70K per week, see, I'm spending because next week I'll get another 70. No, so she retired and she doesn't have anything. But she said she's just tired. She can't go back to that line of work. But it's so unfortunate because like, I asked her and she was just saying like, I've touched millions.
Nasemanga pesa is a spirit. Money is a spirit. And money will tell you money goes where it wants to go.
Yeah.
Money wants. So the best thing you can do for your life is direct your money. Uweke mahali, uweke Coinbase, uweke wapi. You figure out how to play with your money because money will live either way.
Are you a crypto supporter?
I am, yes. Like
Really?
my brother is big in crypto. Yeah. My small brother loves crypto. He's the one who got me on Coinbase and Binance.
Hey.
So I've had accounts for like 6 years now.
What?
Yeah. So he's like heavy in it.
Okay, I respect. Now you see, you're actually a genuine person that I needed on the podcast because there's so many people that my conversation is always like, Akis, you just please open a Binance account.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey,
Why
is
can't
it to
you
see
say
that?
you want it?
No, here's the thing. People always saying like, hey, see, na scammers. And I'm like, I'm sure you've been scammed so many different things. I can assure you, Binance does not want your 2K. Your 2,000 is not going to do anything for Binance. It won't. I'm just like, just put it there and then let's talk after like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
When you
See
see
what's
like,
gonna happen.
it increasing and reducing or even monthly. You just check and then
see
we
how
talk.
that triggers something for you.
But it's so sad because now we're in an era where like this is the new tool that you can actually use to build wealth.
Now, where's the HEPA?
Yeah.
By the way, it's gonna happen.
It's
either
gonna be there for a very long time.
Yes.
So is it fair for you is it even fair to yourself if you have this opportunity now and not even at least attempt
something too?
Because in the next 10 years, imagine like maybe your kids are telling you like, yo, Mama Nani was telling us the way she bought a tea, Bitcoin and Ethereum at this price. Mbona hukununua?
I know.
Sasa you're just like, you remember all the times you were being told, you buy.
Yeah.
But it's there, it's worldwide. Information about it is worldwide.
I mean, you can Google.
come
Like,
on.
there was even the conference in JW Marriott a couple of months ago.
About what?
What do you call it? Crypto. See, the crypto conference worldwide was
I
in Kenya.
I missed the good ones, and I don't
Jack
know how.
Dorsey was here.
I saw that.
The black guy who is the largest crypto nini in the world.
Oh, the guy who's always doing like the bald guy nini.
Yeah. And he's the highest, like...
He was there.
Yes, he was.
Okay, then another thing is also like the information. And I was asking somebody else, how do I know this?
Like
nini?
me, I knew it because of Twitter. Because they had like influencers who were talking about it.
Man,
So that's the only way I found
crypto.
it. Yeah, crypto was brilliant. So me usema hivi.
Yeah.
There are things that I don't speak about if I don't know. But there are things that I'll be like, even if I don't know, I'm going to do it. Because someone smarter than me is doing
He's
it.
doing it. You're seeing them do it. And then you're just like,
Yeah. So
I don't want any parts of it.
It's crazy.
Me, I just said, and I've always said it on the podcast and off the podcast, it's like, if people can buy crypto through M-Pesa, through M-Pesa, how many people use M-Pesa per day? Yeah. Just think about it.
Yeah.
But it's been channeled through M-Pesa.
M-Pesa, yes.
They don't advertise it. I won't say like the reasons. I'm not here to say the reasons why, because even me abduction, stacky. But you can be rest assured that it's ongoing for a reason, and it's still under their wraps because the system is not ready for retail.
Yeah.
There are no systems in place because you have to retrain all these people who studied in
And
Strathmore and all these ninnies.
Yeah, the laws have to change. It's many things.
And you have to fire people in this financial institution. You have to replace them. So our system is not ready for that.
No.
Abroad, it's already taken shape and there are people, special teams to do that.
Yeah.
But for us, you're in a position of where you can actually build wealth with it now.
You can.
Tax. Is there anything else that we have like proposed tax 1.5? Is there anything? Not milk,
bread.
not bread, not anything that you can think of is close to 1.5. Everything else, if you think about like from employment, says we're heading to close to 40-50%.
It's crazy.
We're going to 40-50%.
Yeah, we are.
So
just there. That's
this is
7.5.
one industry that's still growing, but when the system is figured out and there's proper structure, it will be almost impossible for you to build wealth with it then, because the taxes will be equally as high. But for now, it's a very, very great, good playground.
It is.
But it's there and it's been put there for people who are smart enough to go and
And I always say this. There's a strategy that I used the first time. My brother was telling me, oh no, buy this one, buy this. Then I started watching and researching. And then there's this, there's an Asian, it's always an Asian kid.
Yeah.
He told us, if you don't understand crypto, go buy the top 10.
Yeah. Actually true.
Do that.
Simple. Yeah.
Top 10 too. At some point, if 5 fail, 5 won't. Just buy 10.
The best thing about buying crypto is like it's growing technology.
Yes.
So if you're buying those top 10, the way you said, you're not doing the work. I don't need to wake up at night I'm developing anything. No. There are people, there are teams who are doing that.
Yes.
So is just to buy and hold. And it's the first time probably like now worldwide we have access to like, it's almost like buying stocks.
It is actually.
But in an easier like broken down, like way much. You need your ID, get verified, your account is there.
It was very easy to get your Coinbase account
and now you can be like a part owner of something that's growing technology in the world.
Yeah. It's like investing also. I feel like even in stocks, like we overthink it.
It's I just think buy. That's what happens. Just need to buy.
Kenya. Yeah, and I have a friend who teaches it like a lot. His name is Stan. I may know him. It's called Stan Gachago.
Who's Stan?
Stan Gachago. He's a finance guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he teaches.
He told me to send an email as well. I did.
I promise we are the same.
No, I'm waiting for his response.
Okay,
but I
tell him.
Oh no! But I do. I know I challenged something that he said on Twitter. No, on Instagram.
Yes.
So maybe he put 2 and 2 together. It's
like is that guy?
Is that guy? But yeah, I did want to. I probably sent an email almost the same.
Also, those are
the
best
time.
Conversations to have when you don't always align 100%.
Because you're challenging now. Why do you think?
Yes.
And me, I'm telling you through my personal experience. You have your own personal experience.
Yeah, and probably neither is wrong.
No, the thing is, I come from an informal sector of learning about finances.
Okay, yeah, and
him comes from formal and books.
Yeah.
And even like somebody who was doing banking, I think they're financial advice to like financial institutions and people.
And to presidents.
So them they've read like proper.
Books.
So when they come, I start breaking it down to them and everything, and then we have different perspectives. But it's interesting because I'm learning.
It is.
They're learning.
And yeah.
So I think there's this lady we were having conversations with, and then I asked her like, okay, so I know all these other things. They do have their taxes and stuff. Do you know the proposed tax for me? I was like, okay, it was 3%, now it's 1.5. She was like, 1.5 where? She's like, 1.5, there has to be something happen. 1.5, I was like, yeah.
Let's check.
Wouldn't you be curious to understand why it's 1.5? Yeah. And then she was so amused, but like we had a really good back and forth. Because me, I'm coming from informal, formal, but we all align. We align because at the end, we're all trying to build wealth. We're all trying to get that compounding interest. We're all trying to get coupons. And we're all trying to get our money to work for us. And at the end of the day, that's it.
That's the other thing. Guys sit on coupons and you can reinvest with your coupons. I don't know why guys sit on coupons. Even when you buy, what do you call these government things? Bonds.
Don't tell me you don't have bonds.
No, it's not for this year.
Okay,
but I want to buy.
Okay, what's your conversation about bonds again so that I don't miss it? Because this is something I like.
You like so which year bonds did you buy?
I bought a couple.
Have you bought the recent ones? The ones that were released?
This year, no.
Yeah,
but I always buy
like
the
infrastructure ones.
infrastructure
Okay,
because they're
those are
tax free.
smart. Yeah, and also they're longer.
And
yeah.
But I've structured them in a way that they give me monthly coupons.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So then I learned, I think 2 months ago, that those coupons you can use them to reinvest.
No, yeah. So now that it becomes
Guys
like
don't know
compounding.
that.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why do they buy if they don't know that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
Guys
maybe
think
they haven't
you just
been.
see it and then you just wait now for your card thing to get every month or every year you get your money. But then your coupons are for reinvesting.
There are different ways you can structure your bonds. Because for me, I wanted to make sure I have a comfortable situation.
Yes, you have a monthly stipend.
Yeah, exactly. Like my overhead, so that even if I wake up this month and say, this month I don't work, even if you guys just give me 5K through like Siju TikTok tap, I'm okay. I can survive with 5K. Yeah, I can tap. I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But I wanted like my life structured
to be better.
Yes. Like, health-wise, food, sleeping situation.
Also to stay ready.
And just to be
for whatever.
Yeah, but I wanted to just as a creative to be able to now do this.
Yes.
See, so that I'm not thinking like, hey, is my podcast, does it have sponsors? No, even if I don't have a sponsor from
fine.
January to December.
You're still okay.
It's crazy because I had to learn from COVID.
Okay.
I had a partnership with Art Cafe because that's where I was shooting my podcast.
Which Art Cafe?
I had access to all.
Any, okay.
I could shoot at any, but Galleria was closest to me.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
So it was just easy for me to just go there and do my thing and everything. But when COVID came, people are not going to restaurants.
No.
I have no access to the restaurant. My podcast has stalled. And even that partnership, they were still cutting me a check at the end of every month.
Okay.
Like, you do whatever you need with the cafe.
Premise.
Yeah, but we can cut you this to support your expenses and everything. How's good?
Yeah.
It's cut off completely. Yeah. So I'm just like, and now me, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't have an 8 to 5. There's some guys, 8 to 5 could still give them I think half, and you can work from home. So maybe I'm stuck in the house.
Yeah.
So that's why I told you I had to learn the things that I had learned, like doing production, editing, and doing content for people. During COVID, that's when everybody needed content.
Yeah, now you amped it.
Now they're like, hey, can you edit this for me? Can you edit this for me?
Oh.
Now I bump into the Ghanaian coffin dancers.
Yes.
I'm still doing podcast a bit, but online.
Yeah.
So I'm asking them
like techno music.
Yeah. So I'm like, listen. Have you guys, this thing is going viral. Have anybody called you to
figure out how you monetize this?
How you can make money.
Yes.
And they're like, no, Ghana, things are slow and everything. I was like, listen, what kind of phone are you using?
Yeah, you're shook.
Yeah, what kind of phone are you using? I'll send you a phone tomorrow. I removed my SIM card and sent them a phone.
Yeah.
And then from there, so many other things just aligned.
Yeah.
But the most important thing was knowing how to structure money.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of finance, even without money.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I think I was just preparing for something big.
And the world and the universe is interesting. It makes sure it's like nesting before you give birth.
And the first thing that I did was now coupons. Now that's what I started with.
Okay.
Coupons, and I was like, okay, let me just structure for
yeah,
when we come later on.
Yeah.
If this thing ends, the COVID thing and everything, I'll be okay.
Yes.
So money I had always planned, whatever I stack up is...
It's for
So
future use.
I had the option of now doing reinvestment, which is good. But also understand, if you're coming from a spot where you have been suffering, I was the enemy who was suffering. I've been suffering. I was suffering. So I was like, okay, first I need to get my situation comfortable.
Yes.
Set up a studio,
buy
set up
your
the place, and my
equipment,
equipment, set it up, but make sure I maintain a kind of lifestyle that gives me just peace.
Yeah, especially as a creative
As a creative, you just need peace of mind. If you're not at peace, you can still create, but it's gonna be a bit chaotic. It's not the same.
Yeah.
But once you structure everything together, So now for me, I know for sure government bonds structuring and receiving coupons every month.
Yeah.
For me, it worked because now it takes care of bills and everything, and you're just guaranteed for the longest time. It's gonna take.
Whatever years.
But now, if you're planning for money that you're planning to use probably in 10, 15 years, you definitely do the reinvestment because
Yes.
now that's where it does the compounding
Yes, that's when
interest.
it makes more
And
sense.
still at the end of it, like
You're still
compounding
okay, man.
is crazy.
Yeah, how do you get money and you still
It's
get your
crazy.
principal at the end of it all? It's crazy.
And another thing is, do you know that the Kenyan government,
Yeah.
okay, I know people, anytime they hear the government, they just want to say, bash, bash, but the Kenyan government
Yeah.
gives like the highest returns
On-
coupon,
yeah,
on
bonds.
government bonds.
Yeah. I've
It's
heard
Kenya.
that. It's on good. And there's a lady that I follow also in finance. She's called Rina Hicks. I've known her for so long.
She's
You know
your
Rina
friend?
Hicks? Yes.
I sent her a DM as well. Yo, come on, just
interviewed her
now
somewhere
you
at an
have to
organization.
just be like, yeah,
She's
Nyandia,
an
just talk to your
acquaintance.
people.
Oh, she's brilliant. Oh my gosh.
She's good.
Anytime Rina Hicks talks, I sit.
She's
Let me
like a
tell you.
financial.
Oh,
she
she
was or she is.
She is.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who, if I'm not wrong, she's the one who started the 1 Acre Fund.
What?
The one that's managing almost 2 billion now. The one with Faida Bank, something like that. Yeah, because her dad is also the background of that all. So she's from a family that understands money.
Is she the friend you were talking
and
about? Like
investment.
your
No,
friend?
that's Val. I have Val,
Oh,
and
no,
then
that's
now
a
I know Rina Hicks. Let me tell you,
Jeez.
Rina Hicks was telling us of this lady. I was watching something. She was talking about this lady, this friend of hers.
Yeah.
She had just been, what do you call, let go by a company. And when they don't want problems, sometimes they'll give
They
you like
give
a
you
good
proper compensation.
Yeah, so she got like a 6 million compensation. So the way Rina structured her in bonds was that every month for 6 months she was getting something.
Yeah.
She was getting like 100 G's or something. Yeah. So then she was even able to maybe like work it forward. If she wanted 12 months, she could have.
Yeah.
Because that's how now guys work it. That's how sometimes also guys don't understand is that there's a way you structure it.
Yeah.
Ndio kila mwezi you're almost getting like a salo.
Yeah, because that's how I've done mine.
Yes.
That's how I've done mine.
Yeah.
And
so instead of 6 million kimara moja,
Yeah.
you do 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million for 6 months. Then every month, after 12 months, you get like a thing.
Because the thing is, one bond gives you coupons twice a year.
Yes.
So if you buy, I have mine structured here. Let me just see. Let me
It's
just
nice.
open.
Just become financing.
No, but you know, like the
like that I'm
podcast, I told you
learning
it goes
these
from
things
health,
now. I'm
wealth,
so
love, and happiness.
Excited. I'm so excited.
So how I can put it is,
Yeah.
I'll show you partial.
Yeah.
I keep saying, so at times I have to, let's see.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have these ones that I've structured this way. Yeah?
Yeah.
So you see for January,
Jan,
July,
Yeah. So
Feb,
6 months,
August.
every 6 months, yeah?
Yeah. So, but if you've bought if you buy like for 6 months,
Yeah.
automatically every month you're getting a paycheck.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jan, July, Feb,
you
August.
already know what
so
you're gonna get.
in Jan, I know this is coming
Yeah.
in. I know in Feb, this, and this. June and Dec, I know is like my highest, which is coming this way.
Yeah.
But now my plan is to kind of like structure maybe in 2 years or 1.5. If God blesses me,
Amen.
let me not speak too soon. If God blesses me,
Yeah.
I would want that to be like ×2.
Yeah.
So if it's times
it's
2,
possible.
no, it's possible.
Totoboa.
Once you know about how to play with money, it's like
Yes.
it's almost inevitable.
Yeah.
Not unless now you make a stupid move, then. But the best thing about bonds, it's because once you put them in, once you've bought them, it's like for long term.
Yes.
So anything you structure is like now you're structuring for.
Yeah. Now,
Just you're trying to increase.
I think people sometimes fear that you need to have the high 6-7 figures. No,
No,
you don't.
no.
You don't. And I think sometimes that's also propagated
Yeah.
by like media to show like, oh my gosh, it's
No, social media.
billionaires.
Social media.
It's billionaires. It's
Yeah.
celebrities with good money.
No.
You can only buy. No, Aki. I promise, no. Go to the government websites. They're very, very direct about the minimum.
Yeah.
And
I think now it's 50,000, the
Yeah,
minimum.
can you imagine?
Which is decent because Kitambo, in fact, they've just reduced. I think it used to be like 100.
Yeah, start with 100.
And I also do understand.
300.
I also do understand because for common money, we still can't neglect the fact that average salary is probably between 20 there or
30K,
something.
yeah, 20
So
to
even that 50 can be straining for somebody
is.
if you have a kid.
Yeah.
Just
it's further divided.
Regular
It goes
expenses
divided.
already like at 50 G's.
In Nairobi kwanza.
Yeah, just do deduction. That's why that's why I knew that video would take off. Because it was like 1,000 shillings
Yeah, because
rent.
everybody's like, hey, wapi uko?
And I asked her, like even on that clip,
Yeah.
so 1,000, what about electricity? That's inclusive of
Inclusive.
electricity.
That's the part I watched and I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm like, this is just crazy. This is crazy. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Actually, electricity and water.
Even water.
Yeah.
And she has consistent water.
Yeah, water is there. It's not like the best,
But it's there.
But it's there.
You can cook, you can shower.
Yeah, it's there. So if you need water, like you can't like just say like there's no water.
all of a sudden,
you can shower, you can have water and boil it so that it's nice for drinking. It's a whole different nini. But you see now, once you start thinking about there's somebody, and for me, I was just trying to think in my head, it's like, how can you live with yourself if you know you are touching millions?
Right. And then now you're in this situation.
But she's so content because she's
In
just
who
like,
she is?
no, because of what she was experiencing. The
She's like,
nightlife is-
Staki.
Yeah, she's just saying
Okay.
like 9 years, I've had enough. I can't do it anymore. Because like even now, if we're talking about like sexual assault in that industry,
Easy. It's
said-
like day to day.
she said 20 times.
Shit.
Yeah.
Huh?
It happened like,
For her during that duration.
yeah, people beating her up and stuff, running away
My
with money and
God,
everything.
yeah.
So, but I was asking, so how do you go about it? She was like, you can't go to the cops.
No, because already it's illegal.
Whatever you're doing, first of all, is already
Yes,
illegal.
it's illegal.
Cops know it's illegal.
Yeah. So if you try,
Yep.
then the people you are your customers now. It's also
Yeah, and the customers will just call your boss, or maybe they can get like
Mbona
the club closed because of one incident. So if it happens to you, you first of all,
Oh
because you see, like
God.
in your engage conversation,
Yeah.
you said how when
the landlord.
the landlord
Yeah.
approached you, you almost you
Yeah.
took like a
Knife.
weapon, a
Yeah.
knife, and was almost.
Stabbing it.
So according to her
Yeah.
and their situation when they're in the is it,
the club.
I can say the club or brothel because it's
both.
it's both.
Yeah.
You can't hurt a customer. You can't
No,
you can't
no,
you can't
no.
beat
If
a
any- the
customer.
This is where the customer is always
the
right.
customer is always
For
right. You
fact.
cannot beat the customer.
My
You can't
God.
insult them. You have to take it and just So it's a whole different like ball game and world. But I was just saying like you see all these things you've experienced. The least that would have been really good is like if you just saved that money. Okay, so maybe investing is tricky and everything, but just putting money on the side.
But that's why I always say I think money is a spirit.
It
It's
is.
like the
though.
same thing with forex boys.
Oh,
like
yeah.
ni ngumu ati sijui achukue sasa invest ya ukweli.
No, they can't.
I don't know. Money is a spirit.
And I think the only issue is like that's what younger people are being
Sadly.
fed.
Sadly.
And that's what
Or
their
that's
perception
what
of
they
money
want.
is.
Yes.
So even for me, if I get money,
Yeah.
on my podcast, I've asked like people like the dream cars.
Yeah.
Like I know you have like a really nice car right now.
Same
Like
to
if
yours.
I was like
I saw yours down here. I was like,
oh,
okay,
thank
sir.
you, thank you. I'm just saying thank you. So now,
Yeah.
if I was to ask, like, okay, if you were to change, maybe not
Yeah,
now, of course,
yeah.
because this is a nice one already. But if you were to get like
want
that
to
dream,
change, yes.
which one would it be?
I want for my 35th birthday, I want to get a Range Rover Sport.
Oh,
For my 35th birthday. But that's not my dream car. My dream car is, have you seen monster trucks?
yeah.
I want a Ford monster truck. I want like an F250.
Also,
Like, I want
those 2 weekends you can go and then
yeah. And then when I talk on a hills, everybody's like,
you can even do rhino charge.
yeah, I want
rhino charge.
My goal is like, I don't know, I don't have the Lamborghini things. I want a monster truck.
No, that's a nice car. No, because there's something that you've envisioned. You want to experiment and play
want
around
a
with
monster.
it.
And then I feel like it would serve me
Yeah.
for multiple reasons.
Which
It's
roads are you
practical.
driving it on, first of all? You're crashing other people's car.
And it's doing like this.
Where?
So I know it.
You're taking both lanes. You know that, right?
I want a monster truck. What?
No, but that's an
Dying
interesting
for a
one.
monster truck.
Okay, so now here's the thing. You see now
Yeah.
for somebody like you, even like with the car that you've needed now,
Yeah.
I'm sure like you had visioned it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I
even
have
like
a BMW.
it's a is it an X3?
Yeah.
Really, really beautiful car.
Yeah.
But when I ask like 20, 21, 22 year olds, even like their first car, they would say, GLE, G-Wagon, and the latest one was
It's not even practical.
a 2025 Range Rover. And what else? Yeah, so those ones, like those are the most common ones that I hear. But the thing is
Ameenda
like
kwa ile Instagram ya
No.
Josh. Anaitwa Josh ama nani?
Who?
The one who checks out cars in Kile pale.
Wameenda
hapo wakaona.
yeah. That page, by the way, is lying to you. That's not normal life.
No, it's not.
That's not normal
It's
life.
not. Even in Kilimani, Kilalesho, I've
It's
lived
not.
there for like 4 years. It's not.
I've passed there, I don't see those cars.
It's not.
I don't see those cars. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
so those are one-off.
They
But
are.
people now, even when he's recording those
Yeah.
videos, people don't pay attention to all the other cars.
How?
Yeah.
They don't know he's been there for like 10 hours to
that's-
grab
yeah.
one nice
That's why it's called car spotting. He
Yes.
stays there.
He
He
does.
stays there. He just chills and then waits and even has like a friend maybe at
A
times who
spotter,
helps him.
another spotter.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that car is coming so that they can record with 2 phones. If
Yeah.
I miss, you get.
Umepata.
It's called car spotting for a
Okay.
reason.
Yeah.
That's not normal. I mean, those are just the cars that you see.
No.
So most people normally ask,
Yeah.
like let's say for that Range Rover
Yeah.
that you've talked about,
Yeah.
it's a sport.
Yeah.
How much is it roughly?
Around 12 million.
Sir. So there you see, you have an answer.
Yes.
But most people, when I
They
ask
don't know.
them, I'm like, do you know how much
They
a
don't know how
G-Wagon
good-
is?
Guy!
Me, I'm thinking about the insurance. I'm thinking of the comprehensive cover. I'm not even thinking about the
Comprehensive
car.
is 7 figures for a fact.
Yes.
For a fact.
You're telling me, Joe, I'm not even.
No,
Joe,
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
thinking about the car. Sawa, we've got in the car. What about the comprehensive
Hiyo hadi
insurance?
rims tu.
Hey.
Rims. Utalia hivi.
Yes.
Ati macho yako iguzwe.
Yeah.
You're
There you see bike guys, and you're driving. That's the thing about.
My
Yeah.
cousin has a 2015 Range Rover. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Aliguzwa juzi
Yeah.
akiwa amepark. It was just one of those ticking cars. Aliguzwa nini ya nyuma. Light ya nyuma.
Yep.
78,000
There you
shillings.
go.
And these are 2016 Range Rover.
There you go.
78K. Like he even looked at the Boda guy. He's like,
It's always
"Rende,
Boda guys."
Do I carry your Boda?
Yeah.
What do I do?
And you know what most Boda guys say? Sorry.
Sorry, akipole.
Akipole.
Yeah, and that's why they have no repercussions. That's why they do the
Yeah,
shit they
yeah,
do.
yeah.
But can you imagine 78 that you had
Yes.
not planned for?
Yeah.
First of all, most wealthy people are not liquid.
Yeah. Because your money is tied to
Your
assets.
money is working.
Your money is
yes.
always in assets.
People always think like you have like 10 million in the bank. No.
I always think like, their money is in assets. Their money is in assets. Because they have to wait for the money to work for them so that the money comes.
Yeah.
So money is structured and they look at money
Ikwangi
differently.
uongo, when they tell you by the way sina
Yep,
kakitu.
yep.
They're really liquid.
That's
so
true.
umetoka kwa nyumba yako umeenda biashara yako. Now you're minus 78,000 you had not
78.
budgeted for.
Pap.
Yeah, and that's an older RR. So imagine Range Rover.
2025.
Hey.
And not even that. I think, because before this guy had like a classic BMW. I loved that car.
I love them.
Because
love
now,
the classics,
now even Matatu guys, if you come near me, even me, I'm there.
Yeah,
Cause
let's
even if
just do this
Because even
thing.
if you scratch, I'll just come and do it like this with a
Buff,
bit
buff.
of nini. It's proper.
Yeah.
This other one now.
You
just-
can't, man. You can't.
No. The most annoying thing about like buying a nice new car is like when you're now looking at the rear view mirrors and side mirrors, you're this way and this way. You're looking at Boda guys doing this. They're just doing this.
Yes, and that is so crazy to me. Like I get so like I don't know. Like you drive,
High
Nairobi
blood
is
pressure.
crazy. I know it's so
Yeah.
crazy because aki unajua tu kuguzwa kidogo hivi. It set you back.
Here there's somebody saying, before to die, lazima tununue G-Wagon. Hey, listen.
G-Wagon nunueni. Bora unajua. Me even work backwards. I tell guys work backwards.
Yeah.
Work backwards. Me I put a goal. So I say, I want this Range Rover at this age. I know my budget will be 12, 15 million.
Yeah.
Then now I know from now until when I'm 35 how many months I have.
You know what you're working
divide
towards.
by that money.
Yeah.
I know how much every month I need to make to get that Range
Yep.
Rover. So work backwards. Hakuna dream yenye si realistic. You can achieve it. Except
That's true.
NASA. Maybe NASA is a little...
Yeah, it can be far-fetched, but it's
can.
still achievable
It
because
is.
somebody else did.
I mean...
But I'm always saying, it's okay, but one, know the price. And number
Be
two,
practical as well.
know the amount of work
Hey, that comes
it
with
takes
it. Yeah.
when you see somebody driving a G-Wagon.
Yeah.
Because I think at times people, I think maybe a common person would say like Jeff Koinange drives a G-Wagon.
Yeah. Or
But
Ahmed Nasir.
but let's not forget at what age did they start driving the G-Wagons.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do it when you're younger, but you have to probably work. I don't know. You have to outsmart so many different
Kabisa.
things. So many different things.
And situations.
So many different
So
things.
many.
And the ones that got G-Wagons, we know them, we saw them like on the clips. They're no longer alive, unfortunately.
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly. They're not here with us anymore. But that's just to tell you that, hey, wait, listen, you can start with this. so that you understand what it takes to get.
I've also learned
this.
a lot of, and this is with various spaces I've been to. I've learned a lot of, there's a good bunch of youth who want things because others want them, not because that's essentially the car they would get. Like, I'll never forget someone I asked. So they were asking us, how do you deal with the FOMO of what do a forex na nini? So I asked him, like, for example, unataka gari gani? Akasema S-Class. Kamuliza mbona? Nothing, just because he's seen it online. So I was like, that's not enough reason to get, especially such an ambitious car. Like, we all have ambitions, but that's not the reason. There are so many nice cars, man.
No, but let's think let's think about the S-Class that he wanted. Was it a girl or a
It was a dude.
Okay.
In his 30s, by the way, which makes it sad.
No, it's still okay. Dreams are valid. Let's start with that.
But the forex things should not be getting to you.
No, but let's think about it this way. Yeah. It's an S-Class.
Yeah.
First of all, low ground clearance. That's one. And number two, wherever you stay right now, think about moving kwanza. So it's not just buying the car.
It's an environmental.
Here, where you are staying, you have to move. Because you also don't drive an S-Class where you drive and then everyone is like, hey, have you seen an S-Class? Hey, have you? No.
And rarely do people drive S-Classes.
They're driven. First of all, okay, now here's the thing. Even an E-Class, when you get inside an E-Class, you'll realize how long that car is. It's very long.
Amazing.
So now,
capacity is crazy.
So now S-Class, there is no way you're driving yourself in an S-Class and then you have like a whole truck huku nyuma. It's just like, no, it's there to be driven. Most people are driven in S-Class. But one, you'll need to move from where you stay.
It's a lot of factors.
Definitely your rent is changing. Let's not forget, my car insurance again. Maintenance. And then also because you're moving from an environment where you had friends and family.
It's everything, man.
Everything changes.
It's psychological,
it's not just buying a car.
Psychosocial. Yes. It's everything, man.
Everything changes. Even the car you buy changes like every different little details that... Plus, we've said ground clearance, him. I'm now just trying to think where he'll move because of the S-Class. Because you can't be scratching it at Yama, like panda in pavements.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that.
Yeah, so just think about all those things.
There's a lot of factors.
As a whole,
when people tell you we don't think that's a good car. It's not based on atiwivu.
Ati awiyo tutaki. No, it changes.
Aki, I promise. It's actually based on practical things. It's practical things. And you can watch as many things as you want online. Utaona hizi vehicles. A lot of the ones that are glorified here are not the best for these conditions.
They're not.
Yeah, sadly. Unless now you leave where,
I got the new car. Slightly low.
Yeah.
But I went to visit my mom once. I can't go with the car. Because now they have those bumps that are like this.
Guy, yes.
Yes.
They're aggressive.
So I did once and I was the car was aligning like kabisa.
Yeah, like this.
And then I was like, yo, man. So I always have to leave the car maybe like somewhere.
At a shopping center.
Yeah, shopping center or a mall. And then I nini. So you see, even just by buying that, it's nice.
Yeah.
And even my mom was happy, but I was like, imagine son, I can't even come in.
Practicality of it, It's crazy. Like, even for me, it was based on, can I go to Nanyuki to Shags with it?
Yes.
Can I panda to my dad's house or to my mom's house? Because I have kids. And I'm like, okay, so now I need car seats zitoshe. Like people, like there's so many other factors.
So many things that come when buying a car. Yes,
I could have bought within the 5M. I could have bought any other, but I was like,
you have to assess the situation properly.
Yes.
So S-Class is extreme luxury.
It is.
That's not even luxury because
like it's not
it means the roads everywhere you're going are smooth. Everywhere. Yeah. So if you're told like somewhere Jogoro, no. Will you pick us? No.
By the way,
because even nowadays,
to drop.
Yeah, nowadays I ask, how's the road to where you're going?
Yeah, you have to, man.
But it's good. It's not bad.
Nobody will pay
for
you.
I get there.
Hey, bana.
I'm like,
there's a rock boulder over here.
Sugar. You have to.
I'm sorry.
No, I ask in advance. So if we get there, the road is bad. Okay, I don't need to apologize. It's like, okay, unaona, we can pass you.
Yeah, ati ama jaribu. Then your paint is
we can't do that. Now, so I want us to touch on a few other things because I can see, like, are you seeing time-wise how we've clocked? Yes.
Stop.
That's
yeah.
why I asked you in advance.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
why
good.
if the conversation is interesting and we're jumping in a lot of things, you'll notice we've talked about health, about like now even your situation and everything. We've talked about wealth, which is making
Jobs.
money and managing. So all those things are still kind of evolving all to these different things. Now, also something just about AI as well.
Yes.
Because I know I mention AI and we expound to all these other different
it will be
things.
so many things.
What are some of the tools that you can think like right now standard? Because you do give away free education.
Yes.
For my case, I can say ChatGPT
is like standard.
Everything.
Like at least understand that.
I pay for the
It will be your foundation.
I even pay for like the
pro.
Yeah, the pro version.
Good.
So what other tools like right now you think are like just essentials for let's say content? And content advertising, because everybody now is doing like everybody's a brand now probably. So for content marketing, what's a tool that AI tool, some common?
I'll say this.
Yeah,
Google took a hot minute to release an AI tool. If you think about GPTs, they were released in 2021, 2022, around there. If you go, I think 2022, 2023, around there.
Yeah. So
Google, for people. Nadanganya. I think watu wengi, especially in Kenya, do cars and property. Yes, they do it emotionally.
Yeah.
It is actually, for Kenyans, it's like an emotional response. And if you think about it, it's like to show umetoka place flani. You've made it. Yeah. And then we're not practical about it. And then you're pissed at the guys buying Pro Boxes. Meanwhile, Pro Box is super practical.
I understand.
There's a day I had my dad's Pro Box for like 2 months.
Yeah.
I think I used to spend like 7 G's on fuel a month.
Yeah.
It's the best thing that I've ever experienced.
Everywhere, and you're not thinking about like, hey, my nini shocks will be nini sijui. You go, you just go.
It's a donkey.
You go.
It's a donkey. It's a brilliant car. So yes, I agree. We are emotional when it comes to luxury because we feel like we have a point to prove. Sadly, So when it comes to artificial intelligence,
so AI tools,
yes, which I think we will do the next session.
We'll get back to you guys on the comments. So we're listening, we're watching, and then we'll respond to all of them towards the end.
Yeah. And I think what we'll do next time, we can do like a practical one. We can go through tools and we can do
and I can actually connect it on the live so then that now we can integrate so they can watch what we're doing.
That would be good.
Yes.
That would be brilliant. However, I'll say this. Google took long to release like a Gemini, a proper Gemini with a set of tools.
Okay.
But they released it this year, and it's the most revolutionary thing you've seen in technology. I think if you're playing around with things like GPT and you're not playing around with the Asian versions of these tools, so tools like Manus, DeepSeek, Higgsfield for video, Nini, you're missing out. American tools are amazing, but Asian tools, there's something else. For the fraction of the cost, there's something else. Yeah. So for example, guys who can't pay for Veo, you have Higgsfield, right?
That's Veo.
Veo 3 is like the Google, the one that is doing cinematic videos.
Listen, first of all, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Understand, you're talking to somebody who does videos on a regular, but I still have no clue what you're talking about.
Can you imagine? Yeah. So there's
so that's
like
how scary it can get.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's brilliant. So
it does animated videos?
Yes, it has sound. It has a cinematic approach, so you can tell it look like a specific camera. So it's like, and then it's going to
are we talking video or nini?
Video.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think I know what I can ask you. Now, as we're speaking on that, just go on.
So Google tools are brilliant. If you're figuring out where to start from, I always say GPT is a good foundation. The problem with GPT is its sources of data. So there's a chance that any data you get from GPT, and that's why it self-corrects, it tells you, please not, nothing that comes out of it is 100%, like just recheck your sources, Yeah. I say this, go to Google. Google has an AI suite. It's called Google AI Studio. So it has video, it has image generators, it has a coder, it has multiple tools. Go to Google and try out their AI Studio. It is brilliant. Hakuna kitu hautakosa hapo if you're a coder.
Somebody had mentioned it here. I think, what's his name? Kipenzi cha watu. I recommend AI Google Studio.
Oh yeah, Google
build
AI
section.
Studio. Yeah, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, especially like now that is in the build section. There's a build section in the background, which now has the actual, which we'll go through next time. But it is brilliant.
Really,
there's nothing like it because guys are making specific AI tools, but nobody's making a suite. Google has created an AI tool stack.
What?
That you only pay one subscription fee and access all of them. So if
Okay.
you're a coder, if you're like the Google Meet, you know the one for meetings,
Yeah.
translates to multiple languages live. So if you're having a meeting with someone in Portugal and they're speaking Portuguese, you're speaking English, it translates automatically. There's no drag.
There is no like Nini.
No
You just
drag.
listen. You
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to Portuguese.
Oh yeah, you just listen to Portuguese in English.
Jeez.
It's brilliant, and it also has like a 3D facet of Google Meet where it can be able to shape you from a 3D
If I had this
perspective.
during COVID,
I
you know, that time I
right?
had those guys who are asking like, I had like a Chinese translator. I had a translator for Portuguese actually because of
Yeah.
Brazil and like because they had to do interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
It was such I
Yeah.
had to pay them. So I was just
Imagine.
paying. I'm like,
But
why?
imagine how cool this would have been.
Yeah.
So anybody who's curious about it, GPT is a brilliant place to start. But GPT, anything it regurgitates to you,
Yeah.
take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt and cross-check your sources, or use the deep research version
Okay.
of it or the agent version of it. Those ones are very nice because they cite sources.
Okay.
Very specific. They cite sources. So GPT-5 is brilliant for that.
Mm-hmm.
Google AI Studio is brilliant. If you cannot afford the paid version of Google AI Studio specifically for video creation,
Yeah.
try something called Higgsfield.
Okay.
Higgsfield, so Google are so nice. They're releasing all their tools that they're releasing, like Nano Banana, for example.
Yeah.
They're letting other AI guys incorporate in their tools. So you'll find Veo is in Canva. It's the tool that Canva uses to create videos for you that have sound. So Higgsfield has Nano Banana. So if you create your fun, cool things that shows Nyandia in Milan or whatever,
Yeah.
if you put it on Higgsfield, it can like show the change of it all. Higgsfield, oh my gosh, it's crazy. You can upload a video of like Wakanda Forever and
Yeah.
decide you want to be the face of Chadwick Boseman
And
and
it will
add
do
your
that.
you just drag and drop. And it plays, it coordinates the lips, the mouth,
Yeah.
everything. That's what I'm saying.
And are
It's brilliant.
the rates reasonable for? Is it subscription fees? Are they reasonable
It
or
is.
like?
It's cheaper than Google tools.
So how much are we talking about?
I've never paid
roughly?
for Higgsfield because I get tokens.
Oh, but you can still like.
You can play around with
the
it.
functions that you
Veo-
still get without
Yes.
the full
Yeah.
version is actually still good.
Yeah, Google, I pay like 4 Gs a month, but you see, but also now I moved my entire organization to Google because now I need my people to like,
To be on point with.
to access everything that we're accessing. So my
okay,
entire
okay.
organization, so I'm paying monthly subscriptions, so it's a little hefty. But if you can do it for your workers, because now they'll keep asking you to pay for subscriptions.
Yeah,
Nilipia
yeah.
GPT.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Nilipia.
yeah.
No, so
Okay.
just Google has a suite, pay your $16 per user. They
And
access
you're
like
good.
10 tools, and they're good per month. It's
and the
nice.
efficiency can.
Watch out too.
Now I
Watch
also
out.
want to ask because
Yeah.
you've talked about like a video AI tool.
Yeah.
We'll mention a couple of other
Yes.
tools as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've seen this lady's work on Nini.
Sony AI, no.
You haven't.
Is she an AI? Is she
I
an
think
AI model?
I think she's Kenyan.
She's
who
an
was
AI model.
No. But it's an actual Kenyan
Oh,
who
yeah,
creates
who
the
runs-
videos. So I don't know if you've come across her
yes,
videos
I've
somewhere.
come across her videos.
Yeah,
Yes,
and I
this
was-
is done with Veo.
Wait, what?
Yes, this is done
So
with
that's
Google
Veo?
Veo. Yes,
Oh,
this is Google
Lord.
Veo. So what she's done, she creates the people. You create the people, like either on GPT. You know, GPT is very good at images.
Yeah.
There's actually nothing like GPT in images.
Yeah.
Fight me on that.
That's how I try and get
It's
things to use on my thumbnails.
Yes. So you use Midjourney or GPT to
Yeah.
create the images. Then all she does, she uploads them to Veo as frames. So Veo, however, only does 8 seconds per frame. But what you do, it has a thing where you can now add frames. So all
Okay.
you do is just keep adding.
Or you just keep doing
yeah.
8.
Yeah, but I'm willing to bet this
So
is Google Veo.
amazing.
This is Veo.
It's insane. I was just like,
so
what is
beautiful.
this?
Yeah, it's Google Veo. It's amazing. She creates the images and then she creates the stories around it.
And then she's just structured her stories around old school Nairobi. And then I was just
yes,
like,
which I love.
this is crazy.
Yes, which I really love.
It's really good.
It is good.
And
this
just
is
her
what
consistency,
Oh,
like
yeah.
on the theme. So she always talks about like different
that.
ninis.
How crazy is that?
Look
Different
at that.
perspectives. Yeah.
So shout outs to Sony plus AI. Amazing one. So if you
amazing.
check out her
Love
stuff
it.
like on
History. I love the history part.
on Instagram and I think on TikTok. I haven't seen on TikTok, but this is brilliant.
Love it.
Now, just with things like this, with
Yeah.
such tools,
Yeah.
do you think the traditional agencies that we have, like I worked in Scan for a couple of years,
Yeah.
do you think they are
So Sky
close
Group are
to-
smart though. Scan Group, what they did, they've created something called W. See, they're part of Scan Group.
Yeah.
The Scanner are part of Scan Group.
Yeah. So
It's like
is it
Ogilvy-
WPP? Yeah.
So what WPP has done, they've created something called WPP Open, where they've created their own tool stack of AI. But it's not AI tools they've created themselves. It's AI tools that they're implementing for their clients. So I think if you're a client, they give you access to WPP Open. So you can see how they're creating videos for advertising, because now they're using videos. Like if you're a skincare brand, so they'll just, photograph maybe in different angles your product.
Yeah.
And then they'll just upload it and create a video for you. So they've created that. I have the same at my agency. I've created a tool stack. I'm reworking my website so that I can incorporate it. I'm trying to get, we're working on seeing if we can get partnerships with some of these guys like Google to allow students to come in and play with the paid versions of tools from our website. Because I think that would be so beneficial. Yes, because guys are curious about cinematography. They're curious about sound engineering.
It's madness, I tell you.
Cloning your voice using 11 labs. Like, guys are just hear these things we teach, but then they're not able to experience it for themselves. I can show you, but then now doing it yourself is something else.
No, true. That's the thing. Because you have to experience and then to know, like, okay, this is something that now makes sense with what I work. Because, like, for my case, like I've said, I scaled down on just like at having a camera person, A person, a sound person. I've gotten like 5 people here. So the only way I'm able to do like a lot of the things, it's just because I do also integrate AI.
Yes.
But maybe for questions, a bit of my picture edits and stuff. But I know there's so many different tools.
But you also love your work.
I do.
I could tell during the prepping.
I do.
He preps. My goodness, you prep with roho moja.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, love your
the
job.
one thing that has just, I just know this one light is the one that has done its thing. But just how AI has changed like a lot of work. But why I'm asking about agency is that because then doesn't this affect creatives who are busy even now in school learning? Because you know how Kenya is.
Sadly,
the school systems, they are not adjusting to new ways of learning. So they'll kind of take a little bit of time. But what happens to these students who are learning what they're learning, traditional ways of advertising, which is printing, making flyers, and people are studying that.
I know.
And then they come in to a job market. So how are they supposed to approach this?
So what I'm saying is a big part of, first of all, foundationals are important. Yes, go to school. Me, I'm a huge ambassador of schools. I've said we are the free education benefactors. So Sisi, we are big ambassadors.
And I don't have a degree by the way. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out
and
there.
you went to Scanad.
Yeah.
That's beautiful though.
They
Creatives
don't.
are
Do they need a degree?
No, they
in
don't.
Scanad?
You just need to know your shit. Yeah, and creatives often do.
Yeah.
Which I love. Anyway, so a big part of what I think should happen is, because we're in the middle of a revolution, agrarian revolution, industrial revolution, we're in an artificial intelligence revolution. Every tool needs a tool master. You see? So if you're in graphics school, learn tools within your niche. Because otherwise, you'll get lost in the noise because they're releasing a tool almost every day.
They release
too
just
much.
Every other.
Oh, it's because everybody's now. It's like the weapons war where
it's like they're
everybody's
competing
trying to create,
true.
A nuke.
True.
That's what's
Who's
happening.
building
right
the
now.
best one, the new one, the experimental
the most
ones?
Toxic one.
True.
Yes. So the best thing you can do is become a tool master right now, while still understanding the foundationals of your craft. A good example is guys will say, no, logo builders are done for. I have tried over 30 logo building AI tools. None creates with as precision as a person.
Really?
So the thing that you use it for, is for.
But I think it's only it's only amount of time that we're left with, then until it can do like exactly where you know how you can do like a voice thing with like ChatGPT.
And
then it gives you like 10 different options. I think it's only a little bit amount of time.
Let me tell you, oh gosh, Nano Banana, you can draw and it picks it up and creates either a photo.
Wait, like you do a sketch?
Yeah, you sketch. So even if your sketch looks kind of funny, it will try and discern what it is.
Hey.
So you can sketch with like a pencil, like a heart.
Well, there you go. They're being replaced already. They are. I think it's it's scary, but I think it's good if you have an advantage is if you've been through the traditional system.
Yes.
And then, because now you understand how efficient you can be.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if you're new coming into the like marketing field, design field, agency field,
you might
be a little bit lost.
You might struggle, kidogo.
You will definitely struggle before you figure out like, and this is the unfortunate part, especially if, let's say, you are working in an office.
Yeah.
You know, they have structures of how they work. They'd be like,
filing systems.
Yeah, like Sisi, this is how we do our things. We know you're very creative,
but hey,
nimpia, but isofanya once you're outside the office. As we want consistency. Yes. And then, you know, the craziest part, and I remember this in advertising all the time.
Yeah.
I always used to be told, because, you know, there's a time like when I was still like just in and new, just ideas. I just have ideas. I'm like, because I've done this content on the side. So like, no. And you know what the answer was always? Like, we need to dumb it down for ordinary moments.
Yeah, that's a common thing with agency.
Always with agency. They'll always say like,
dumb it down
for ordinary moments. So,
but that's also why we don't have mind-blowing adverts. So when you study like ads in Paris, you study ads of the world in South Africa.
Completely different.
You're like, why do we not do things like this? Because we're told shit like that.
I want to give an example, but also understand I do not have brand partnerships, and this is just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not attacking anyone. I do not want to be abducted. This is just a creative just thinking. Plus, I also have a backbone. That's what I used to do. I was in advertising.
And you also understand it.
So now we do have like companies like Safaricom, amazing company. You know, it's done amazing work, CSR, a lot of things that they do. But now I remember from agency time, because now I don't pay attention to their adverts, but there used to be this thing that they used to do where it's Vurumisha, Babaisha. There used to be like big headlines.
Intentional.
No, it is intentional. Yeah. So now I remember like just trying to think like, hey, what about like this idea would be nice, and why can't we? It was like, no, just dumb it down so that Mwananchi can. But I'm just trying to understand, isn't the work of advertising also supposed to be educate
and subjective
and give people new experiences?
Also, aren't you Mwananchi?
Yes.
You as the creator.
Yeah, if I'm employed, it's null and void. I'm not Mwananchi anymore. It's just I'm supposed to say like what you do what we're telling you to do. But it's so unfortunate because we would see other countries the way you're saying, parts of the world. And you're seeing like so many different, but you're like, okay, me, I'm in agency. But if I have an idea that I'm supposed to sell into the Kenyan market, I need to dumb it down.
Like I remember,
I need to dumb it down.
There's a thing that I'm covering in my blog today, my blog on LinkedIn, about a perfume launch done by Selena Gomez. She has a brand called Rare Beauty.
Yeah.
So she launched a perfume brand. So Selena Gomez also has an autoimmune illness. So she often creates products. Yes, she creates products that are also can be used by multiple types of people. So for example, her perfume is not those perfumes that you spray. Her perfume is you turn it and then you just spray it. So it's made for people. You know, you might have
so your joints, you can't. Yeah.
It's so well thought out. Now, if their launch had been in Kenya, it would have been influencers, which I have nothing against. You still do influencers because it's key down your marketing funnel. What they did, and if you think it's not like out of the box, but it's out of the box, they created scratch and sniff billboards.
Really?
Yes. So they created, you see, billboards that are accessible to people. So maybe
so height-wise it's not too nini.
Not too big. And then they would put it even in malls, kwa dirisha.
Yeah.
So it's a scratch and sniff. So you just scratch it kidogo and then you sniff. Then you decide if you like it, then there's a QR code, you scan, they send your sample.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that can't.
If you
like
think
for
about
us now, how do you even propose that?
Right? And if you think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
As a creative, it'd be like,
super practical.
Course,
it
that
makes sense. Yeah.
But I would try that.
Now, you see, that's the saddest bit, I think, about advertising, especially in the country, because all the brilliant ideas that you might have, before they're put in mainstream, you'll just always be told. And as a creative, if you're in that space, think about what it does to your mind. If you're there like for 5, 6, 7 years.
God, it kills your creative. There's no other way to think about it.
Completely.
It kills
so even after 5 years, if let's say you are released from that job and you're used to it.
You're docile.
There's nothing you can provide for the market that's out there. Yeah, there's literally nothing that you can do out here. It's so unfortunate, but
that's why all ads look the same. Your ugali looks the same.
I've told you with those big words.
Washing what? Washing powder looks
Ngarisha,
the same.
And then the Ngarisha has a big word that has
big
like
H-A. funny.
Oh man. So you see advertising, and I think that's where now the best part about what TikTok has done. We also have to talk about like the good things now.
Yes. Yeah.
It's because also now people just like retail people who are consumers now get to pick what they can consume. They're like, this advert is bogus.
Yeah.
Or this person is presenting this brand in a nice way that I like.
Yes.
I love this.
It's disconstructed
Everything. So those mainstream nini guys,
mainstream.
There's no gatekeeping anymore.
No mainstream.
Exactly.
If the deputy president can address people on TikTok.
Exactly. There you go.
It's democratization, utmost democratization.
So that gatekeeping that was there. And I think it's just a light bulb that those agencies, if they still exist and that's how they function, they should understand. Probably if they don't adapt, in the next 5-6 years, completely out.
Because anybody who is doing it now, imagine where they'll be 5-6 years. So that you cannot even catch them.
No, we're talking about where you will be in 5 years. They can't compete with that.
You can't.
They can't compete. They're not studying tools. They're comfortable. It's like, okay, I remember, I won't even say the company, Sam. Let me just stop. Let me stop mentioning company. They'd be like, we just want the headline here.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Just put it here. This is where the client is. And for sure, if you do that, the client is like, the other things that you try, like ideas, they're like, no, this is just
too much.
Don't complicate things.
Yeah.
But now you have a chain of like 10 people who are approving and they're saying like, this is right.
Yeah.
It messes up with your head as a creative that I wouldn't want to be.
So imagine, and you're an adult, what happens to creative children in school? Yeah, right. That's why I'm very intentional about the education system I put my kids through.
How do you approach that then? Especially being now a mom, thinking about AI tools. And I think you're in a very beautiful spot because, like you said, you've experienced like from everything that we're starting to where we are right now.
Yes.
So how do you find like
I'm
a balance for that?
huge adopter of AI. China made it compulsory for 6-year-olds and above to learn AI.
Yeah.
So you can imagine it's been, of course, by now implemented in every education system in regards to primary, secondary, tertiary, and so on and so forth, right?
And us, we are our education system.
Right. So with me, I do the same. So I implement AI for kids. So I prefer to talk to her about it. So there's snippets because they're very technologically enabled. The kids are there.
No, I can only imagine.
Like my kid tells me things, I'm shook. I'm like, how many followers do you have? I'm like, of what?
What
she's 7. I'm like, what? Of what? So she's seen like her auntie's phone or something. And it was nothing bad, but she was like browsing something. She says, I'm like, okay. Or YouTube. So she's watching YouTube. Nini. So like, for example, when she was like 3, we got her into piano.
Yeah.
So we taught her YouTube was to learn piano lessons. So till date, 80% of her YouTube use is to learn piano.
Oh, man, that's
so
brilliant.
If you're able to direct your kid, not if you're able, you must.
Kids are supposed to be told what to do. As long as you have
children,
you can give them direction. You can give them direction.
Yes. Yeah. So they're going to discover artificial intelligence by themselves, which is worse than discovering the internet by themselves. Because internet, they would need to figure out HTTPS, www, He, ni talk.
Dangerous.
Talk, So if they're curious if they're teenagers and they're curious about sex or things like that.
Anything.
Nikuuliza too, and it's going to pop up sites. So the best thing you can do is direct your kids. Tell them there's this thing, you can use it for this. Show them with homework. Because you'd rather even cheat on homework, for example, than go discover these other weird things.
No, I'd rather, because where we are right now, it's anything the changes that are coming are inevitable they're happening so fast.
Yes, inevitable.
So would you rather they learn from your house or they go to school where there's another kid who's teaching them other different things?
Yes.
You'd rather like they understand how to use the tools from your point.
Yes.
So I think it's brilliant.
And
But now I'm just trying to wonder as a parent, how do you know what to introduce them to and what to keep them away from? Because everything that you introduce them to as well introduces other things that are good or bad.
So kids are curious in nature, in general.
You're good with the audio?
Yeah. Kids are curious in general. Yeah. So I've discovered things, like I'll go watch and then I'm like, sit with her for like 5 minutes. I'm like, iyo woni tena tunatoa. And then we have like Google Family and another program that we use to monitor anything that is connected to the internet in the house where you can block things from that point of view. So they don't even get to access it. There are programs like that. So I think a big part of it is that knowing your kids are going to be curious. Just stay aware, man. I'm hakuna mahali unafaa kuwa stay woke like with your children.
Right now, I think parents are dealing with so much.
Yes.
And I think even for me, I'm just trying to think of like, okay, because I see, like, when I see people like you and you talking about you have kids, you are in the tech industry and everything, I'm just trying to figure out how you find also the balance of running a company.
Yeah.
Campaigns,
there's no balance though.
Doing your content.
Yeah.
And so if you say there's no balance, is one going to suffer?
It will, for sure. There's no balance.
I can tell you, I know you love your kids,
Yeah.
but I can tell you also very much love AI and
I love my work.
So who do you think is going to suffer?
So it
If
depends on the phase.
If one section might suffer.
So
we still want that range sport.
I know.
That range sport.
And also, I still have to pay for the international education.
Oh, yes. Yeah, not true. True.
So it's one of those situations where, first of all, the thing about work-life balance, I say it's a fallacy. Doesn't
There's
exist.
no balance though. Yeah,
There's none. Yeah. Secondly, you just decide what takes precedence when. When there is a stage of building, that might take precedence, and talk to your kids about it so they understand.
Yeah.
Like there's a day my kid asked me for easy gari za watoto, easy, the ones that are like 100 Gs or something. The two small ones, the ones that you go in and then it drives like a car.
I didn't know they are 100 Gs.
They're between 40. Now Hash is tall. So hers is
so
like
she needs legroom. She needs legroom.
Yeah.
She needs an S-class. She needs an S-class.
Yeah, So they range from like 70 to 100, depending on where you're looking. My. So I went to a meeting a certain day. This was like days after she had told me, can you get me one of this? Yeah. So I went to a meeting and then she said, Mom, you have a lot of meetings nowadays. I said, yeah. She said, is it so that you can work hard? You buy me that car.
Hey.
So you see, they understand.
Yeah.
Kids, you have to give your kids more benefits than, they understand the concept of work. Also, you want kids who actually understand work from a point of loving work, from a point of understanding that is what gives you dignity in society.
True.
Because, poverty deprives you of dignity.
Yeah.
Vibaya sana. Ndo unatumwa what we call in Kikuyu komiria mara. Ndo unatumwa utoe nini? Intestines. Yeah.
You're preparing them for the muturas before they're made.
Yeah, kwa season. Because you're the least accomplished in your family. You do not want that.
Oh
like
God.
Those jokes. We make those jokes on Twitter all day. And in truth, I'm sure they actually do happen. When unatumwa ice cubes, soda. Meanwhile, kwa serious family meetings za wheel na nini si wewe kuna mwenye anapigiangwa.
That's unfortunate.
Hapa shamba tunafikiria tufanye nini.
But also there's something that I've also noticed, and I think that's why, like, for me, podcasting, I love it so much, but I learn so much about a lot of different things.
Yeah.
There's also something that, and this is in regards to work.
Yeah.
Just back in the days, like parents, yes, there was a little bit of balance. Probably there wasn't economic pressure like we have right now. But they did have a little bit of... home time was a lot. Let's just be honest.
Like akitoka 5 and get switch off.
Yeah.
Like, able to.
There's no there's no phone calls coming in. They're relaxing. There are no phone calls. There's no social media. It's family time. You can bond, you can eat and talk, actually keep eye contact when you're talking to them. It's the only thing you can do, by the way. But now what I've noticed with, like, I've had people who, like, let's say they're 19, 20. The youngest guest I've had on the podcast is... she was 16.
Oh.
But super bright, like in the because she was going to an international school. Those kids are very different from public school. 16-year-old and very, very different.
Yes, and right now it's affordable in Kenya. Kitambo it was not.
Oh, it's reasonable.
Right now it's better. It's been
attainable.
democratized.
It's attainable. It's not like how it used to be.
It's been democratized.
Oh no, Kitambo it used to be pure elite.
Yeah,
pure
MP.
Elite. Exactly. So now, what I've noticed is, like, a lot of those who've grown with parents who are busy, like, let's say, doctors, lawyers. Yes, they did provide a lot to them, but they did not spend enough time with their children.
And there's repercussions.
And those repercussions are there.
Yeah.
And it's very evident, because I always ask, like, why would you say you don't like your parent? But they're like, yes, even though they've provided the house, they're giving me this and this, but they were just never there.
Yeah.
And it's very tricky, because even when we're approaching life as adults, I'm always trying to have that conversation of, like, okay, so yes, we all want money.
Yeah,
but we also have to understand the expense it comes with.
Of
the
course.
Trade-off. It's important to understand the trade-off, because it's gonna come there.
Oh yeah.
Steve Jobs gave us
look at his
Apple.
daughter.
Gave us Apple.
Yeah.
But if you had his story,
It's very sad.
it's very, very
With his
unfortunate.
first daughter. The first Mac is named after his daughter, yeah?
Yep. But it's very unfortunate. But look at the benefits of how all of us, like, we can say, like, okay, airdrop.
If anything,
Nene,
like
but understand, like,
the repercussions
even
of it
like,
all.
let's say for your case, like, you're running a company. It's not just about you. For me, I've shot a lot of episodes in advance. So I can say next month,
Ufanyi chochote.
yeah, I'm chilling.
You're fine.
My government bonds are coming in.
I mean.
Hata nikipata ka 2 Gs, I'm
Uko sawa
I'm
tu.
still okay. I have things that are structured.
Yeah.
But if you're running a company now, you have people who are like looking at the boss for the next move.
Yeah.
So even if you want to take a break, you can't because, like somebody's going to call on Monday. It's like, okay, so how do we approach this? There's a campaign coming in. It is quite a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. So,
but have you thought about how you're going to manage this so that it's good? You still provide your kids with everything.
But they also emotionally feel safe.
But they still want...
Feel 100%.
Even when she's saying that, mommy, so we're working hard, so... But it's mommy working. Mommy could be playing with me as well.
I mean, hide and seek, nini.
Yeah, so is it possible, or have you thought about like the trade-offs, the balance, and how it can affect everything?
I have, and it's better than the alternative of being broke and not being able to send them to school. And also, the beauty is, I'm trying to remember, there's a doctor called, I think it's Gabor Mate. He's one of the best child psychiatrists in the world.
Yeah.
There's him and another one who has been to, again, Diary of a CEO several times. And they were talking about how to navigate, especially in today's economic pressure where you must have 2 incomes as a household.
Yeah.
Sahi, if you want to do better, you have to have 2 incomes.
That makes sense. But not many people believe that though. That's what I'm saying. You do know you're very different. Have you realized you're different, right?
Hey, you need 2 incomes in a household.
I don't think you understand how... You do know when you go online and you talk about these things, you don't see other women, maybe the way they comment, maybe the other perception.
Yeah.
Because when you say you need 2 incomes in the house, you mean the wife must work.
And the husband.
Okay. So what do you think, like in the comment section?
Yeah. Like, no. I'm sure there's that.
Soft girl era. Come on now. Soft girl era doesn't mean somebody working 9 to 5. Does it include that?
Unless your husband is like, I don't even know what he would be. Or wife. You need 2 incomes in your household.
People,
to attain that proper soft life.
Financial freedom, that's the easiest way to achieve it.
It is.
And if your partner, it's so sad because like a majority of people in the country, it's middle class and lower class.
It is, yes.
No. And for you to attain that financial freedom, if you're people who are coming to it's your first generation of wealth building, those 2 incomes make sense.
Yeah.
So you might be doing well, but if your partner doesn't know how to bring anything in, it's tricky because one, they'll drain you.
Yeah.
As you try,
they'll make you feel guilty about advancing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because now you
you
can't celebrate, Nini.
You can't actually.
So now, if we are laying the cards on the ground, that's not typically how most women would think in the country right now.
Okay,
unfortunately. No, I mean,
I
from an IT person,
from someone
different.
who knows,
we can ask in the comment section and just ask, like, would you want to marry someone who you stay home and relax, or
someone who works?
You work so that you contribute to building this family in the next 10 years and be someone. Which one do you think a majority would pick?
Yeah, it could be.
If you give them like, a red pill and blue pill of like,
sure.
so which majority would they lean towards?
Soft life.
Because that's what they're seeing on social media. They're not seeing people working at corporate mama coming back home like maybe late meeting.
Toxic.
Exactly. Kazi tu, meeting, attitude, nini.
How I respect bwana zao.
Yeah. So
it's a fallacy, by the way. So it's a fallacy. So corporate babes, we are very good people.
It's kind of hard for me to know how you're balancing that. Because also, and again, I'm just saying it purely because
I understand.
I know so many women and I interview so many women. So I'm just trying to figure out.
This doctor was talking about it. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember if it's Gabor Mate or someone else. Very brilliant doctor. He was saying, for your kid to feel like you've satisfied their needs, there is a mathematics to it, interestingly.
wanataka kuwa bibi tajiri.
Asha nini. Interestingly, yani bibi wa tajiri works. She's very hardworking. Very hardworking
But that's
girl.
the thing. She doesn't sleep. She's always doing appearances and also to maintain her beauty.
Yeah.
Understand? People don't understand that.
Yeah.
It's the Kim
But
K
she works
thing.
a lot.
So if people say like, me, I just want a Kim Kardashian life.
No.
Have you seen the campaigns she's doing?
Also, have you seen that she doesn't sleep?
And how many kids is she raising?
Season.
How many
I know,
kids
4.
is she raising?
Watch one season of Kardashians.
And she's a present,
you will not believe
she's a
it.
present mother.
Yeah.
She's always trying
She
to
travels with her kids when
Yeah.
she can. Yes, so that's what now I do. Is I try to bring them in as much as possible.
Yeah.
That doctor was saying that for your kids to feel like maybe their needs have been met to a degree, you need every day 20 minutes of your time dedicated to something your child wants to do with you.
Oh, okay.
20 minutes. That way it's able to sustain some sort of balance. And I was like, oh, there's a mathematics to this. Oh, thank God. But then where you can bring your children in, bring them.
Yeah.
This is like once we used to be notorious. We even used to go for pitches with our kids. Now we've gotten better. But yes, it's better when you move around with your kids. Of course, they get to an age where it's a little bit hectic.
Yeah.
Or they're hungry. You know, when they're small, they're portable, nikaka handbag,
Yeah.
nini. But then they get older,
The
they're
energy is
groaning,
there.
this is boring.
They're like, oh man, we can't stay here for long. And they generally also have to think about your inner child.
Yeah.
You do want to play also.
Yeah.
You do want, you know, as much as mom is working, you do want mom chasing you around. It's like we are playing and engaging in some things. So, you know, that's
It's
just
one of those things.
It's just one of those things.
It
Pia,
is.
understand the trade-offs, make sure you work around them.
Yeah.
Because even for me, at times I do talk about that and people ask me like, "Sa hata una mtoto na unaongea hivyo." I'm like, but isn't preparation the whole idea? Yeah.
Stay ready.
I've always said like there's a podcast we're having like an episode and then somebody was just asking me like, yo, what if you got someone pregnant right now and then you don't get along and everything? I was like, sawa, but I would be the wrong.
Like hypothetical.
No, but I was like, I would be the wrong person to have as a baby dad you don't get along with. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I have time.
Yeah.
And I've structured
And
my
you can
finances.
afford it. Yeah.
So ati mtoto, at what time are they being picked in school? Please don't go there. I'll go pick them. Yeah.
I go to
That's
school
me.
bus.
Monday to Friday, I'm picking them.
I've
And
tried.
even on top of, I'll be the dad that, we are going to play huko video games, we're doing sijui
Yeah.
hajafanya homework,
Yeah.
probably.
Again.
Because I have so much time in my
Again,
hands.
it's what you were talking about when we began about
Yeah.
staying ready and
Staying ready.
preempting your future self.
Yes.
Because then you see now that Allah has allowed you to now, even your mindset at that point will be ready
changes,
and primed.
changes completely. And I
yeah.
can't imagine somebody who has to check into an 8 to 5 and probably they have those two
Hey.
frictions and nini.
Yeah.
That's why people don't get
mtoto,
it's
3
fights.
months you have to go back. Yeah, that really for me.
It's a talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's not kind. It's
Okay,
quite
even-
unkind.
And even balancing maybe how because the thing is you also still look very young. I'm sure you get that a lot.
Yeah.
How were you able to bounce back even after just giving? Do you have
Getting
to take a break
babies?
away from
No.
company and work? And how were you bouncing
To
back?
be honest, it's genes. I don't even lie.
Really?
It's just genes. My mom is very small. She's very slim.
You say Nyeri, right?
Yeah.
Okay, apart from violence, it's a
Na
trade-off
nyuki.
that I can pia kidogo. I'm ready to take chances huko
My
pia.
mom is so tiny. And it's a genetic thing. Her
Wait,
sisters
she's
are
skinny?
also small. Yeah. Like
Skinny and
fit.
tall?
No, skinny
Or
small.
just skinny and nini?
Skinny small. Like very small. Like I think she's like 5 foot flat.
But
I'm
I
like
think
5 foot
probably
6.
just pia foods that
I'm
people
also,
eat. nini.
again, yes, because of my condition, I'm a healthy-ish eater. I
Yes.
don't eat a lot of shit people
There you
eat.
go.
Like
There you
I
go.
don't do that.
Yeah, because even what you eat kind of
Like this is
know.
like a soda. Like I probably have this. This is my one soda in like 4 months or something of the sort.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not someone who goes looking for sweets. And your kids notice those things. So my daughter also does not like sugar. My older daughter, she doesn't take tea with sugar. It's just things they pick up. It's just habits. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So now, listen, I know I want to hold you host. You remember I asked you? Remember what I asked you? What did I ask you? It's like, so how much time? How much time do I have with you? Because other people say that and then they forget they're supposed to go and pick their kids maybe from
I don't
Nini.
have a pickup, but I have to go buy something.
No, I
like
know.
at around 2,
I know.
yeah.
Plus
That's
even
okay.
plus I've already,
Hey,
I
that's
told
a
you
lot.
1.5, but I've
But
already
we'll come
stressed.
do better. We'll come do a practical.
But
Like, I'm so
we'll
excited.
there's so many things.
There is.
But I think even on this episode we've touched on at least the basis
We've
of everything.
rooted life.
Yeah. But if you think about like when we're talking about health, wealth, love, happiness, it's all those things balancing because we're bringing in even the kids and everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people need to see. And even when they know that, they can see you
wholesomeness of life.
trying to figure it out and even figuring out the balance. And even you saying like 2 incomes are important, very important. Guys. Very important.
If you want a proper soft life, 2 incomes are key.
2 incomes are it just guarantee that you'll be rich probably.
Aki, for real.
It's almost guaranteed.
That's why you find like 2 lawyers, 2 doctors. Nini.
Yes.
Then they're thriving. You're like, hey,
house,
thriving.
a car,
hey,
a
mama
nini.
is a doctor, husband is a doctor. Like it's good to have 2 incomes. 2 incomes.
It's very easy.
They move mountains.
Very, very
move
easy.
Mountains, yeah.
So it's just something to put into consideration. Now, I know we've touched on what's possible. I think we can save the rest for part 2.
And they can ask you if they're
can.
curious about something and they want to see it in the AI series.
Oh, yeah. No, whatever you... Okay, now, first of all, I think what we can do is like maybe I can suggest a few questions or maybe comments that people put in here. Somebody said, from the Mirage, new AI, Mirage Studio. Yeah, as a developer from like a bootcamp, I would say be curious with this AI thing. So you don't left behind, right?
Stay curious, yes. Stay curious.
Okay, and then somebody says pick style of logo, reverse engineer the prompt, go to Google AI Studio, make the code fine tune. Okay.
But where do you reverse engineer? You don't reverse engineer on Google. Some of the best reverse engineering AI tools are the Asian tools, the DeepSeek. Go reverse engineer anything, any image for the prompt on DeepSeek. It's
so if you're to give up in layman's terms, what's to reverse engineer?
Like you've found an AI image or an AI video or on a logo somewhere, and then you're wondering what was used, if it's an AI-based one, what was used to create it. Yeah. So what you do is you work backwards. You can put it in GPT and ask GPT, what do you think was the prompt used to create something like this?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay.
So it will give you outputs. I've found DeepSeek Manus, China projects, Chinese AI tools do better reverse engineering. They give you more context, more details. Yeah.
Okay, somebody said adapt or perish. I agree.
That sounds like a political slogan. Adapt or perish.
Oh, and then the last one was like, wanataka tu kuwa bibi ya tajiri. But even them, they work. I mean, you know.
Nikazi.
Some of the most, like, even like girls that I've seen, like, online and listen. And I know I don't have to bring it up, but I have to.
Yeah.
You know how long OnlyFans girls stream? Or those ones who are like on Snapchat and everything.
Wait, you stream live? I thought you just like record and then you just send messages.
Oh yeah, OnlyFans you can do that. But now the most common one now, because you know that is for people who are established. If you are like an established edgy brand, people have seen you,
then
you can do that.
Like the 2 messages.
Yeah, but now the common ones the other ones that they do, it's like streaming so that you can get like
views,
lifetime like tips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people come with demands and requests and then you
execute.
Yeah. So they do the streaming probably from like, let's say 6, 7 p.m. to around 4 a.m. in the morning.
What?
The longer you stay,
That's
the more money you
work.
make. Yes.
Also, because it's also the time that the Europes, the Ninis are awake.
Yeah. You know, those guys who are doing the dollars and euros. Because Kenyans, nobody's throwing up.
Yeah, that much money on that.
No, I'm not putting a card.
I would
in
actually
any of those
like to
apps.
see the statistics because I love data. Like on one of the OnlyFans creators, girls.
Yeah, like some of the highest ones, I'm trying to have them like on the podcast, but also again, it's not easy for them to talk about because I understand.
It's also a complex issue.
It's a very sensitive because you have to detach from other people to be able to do that. Yeah. But also their numbers do make sense. We can't ignore them. We can't ignore. Yeah. And you know, when we get to that interview,
they do live.
Yes, they do. So streaming and they can do it for like 6, 7, 8 hours. Non-stop. So you need to have like
just
your
taking
outfits.
Requests up kwa chat.
Exactly. So somebody wants this and then you're like, okay, sir, you can tip this and then we can
do this.
We can do this. And then now if it's somebody who likes outfits and everything. So remember, even if you don't like this person, like the request, maybe they are tipping X amount of money.
Yeah, you have no option.
You're like, okay, where's that costume and and you get to it.
One of the scariest stories I have ever seen of the internet is this girl whose highest tipper, she's American, highest tipper, highest payer, subscriber, was an older mzee. So I don't know how she was able to figure it out.
Yeah.
But it was her stepdad. Yeah. That was one of the scariest. Like, if you've never thought of how small the internet is, because we always say the internet is big, it's vast.
Yeah.
Yo. There are places that are like a village.
But
imagine.
But when it comes to that industry, like even most women who are in that industry, they've been asked, do you know if, like, you know, your cousins, your uncles, most of them, like, their relatives watch.
Yeah.
And it's a bit
But your
of a
stepdad
sickening.
is crazy. That's some crazy shit.
It is. But also the thing is, okay, from how we're thinking about it, but think about like the career path already.
Yeah.
It's already crazy. So there's nothing that can shock.
It's just like your service today. You probably get anyone who watches, your relatives, your mom. Anyone watches it. So how then do you discern? ISP block.
ISP block this, and he's the highest cheaper.
Never.
You'll be like, okay, now just you'll detach from that.
Yeah.
But also another one that's very common, and also that's why they're saying like it gets a little bit dark. Because the younger you are, the more you make.
You remember that chick? What's her name?
Bad,
the one with
Bad Baby.
Bad Baby. Yeah,
yes,
she's
Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Yes.
Turned 18.
Yep.
Guy, I think she made 52
yes.
M that
yes.
day. $52 million.
And
of
her
course,
life
they take
changed completely.
I think they take 50-something% of
there's
your
a
earnings.
But just think about the amount you're talking about.
The day she turned 18.
Yeah.
And she entered OnlyFans. Men paid.
Now, there's a girl.
$52 million.
There's a girl who was a rivalry with Bad Baby.
Yeah.
When they were like young teenagers. I want to show you this girl's picture.
God, that is so scary. I also remember there's a time there was a series. There was, I think, I don't know if it's History Channel or something. They were talking about the history of bunny ranches. You know bunny ranches?
Yeah.
The
so
OG
now,
brothels.
So now this used to
I
be
think
like...
I know Lil Tay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a time they were both like, Bad
Yeah.
Baby
She's
was like
also a
13, 14.
content- She's also a creator.
So she turned 18 a couple of weeks ago.
Hey.
And guess the first thing that she did?
OnlyFans.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And she was also one of the highest paid. I think she posted her earnings in 3 hours. So she was just waiting. She turns 18.
Then she just activates the account.
And then, you can read the caption and you can also see. She posted her earnings.
$1 million in 3 hours. We broke the fuck out of that OnlyFans record. You can tell she's trying to take a jab, eh?
and she was already running her mouth at a very young age. So she was those ones of like, you guys wait till I turn 18.
Yeah, come see content I took of myself at 12:01 a.m. She waited like for a minute.
Yes.
12:01 a.m. on my 18th birthday, only available for 24 hours. Gosh.
So that's why you can only imagine the people who've just been waiting for her because she was
like
always...
the messages.
Yeah.
Half of that 1 million is people asking personal requests.
Yeah. Meaning now if she starts opening and responding to the requests, the money gets even more, which
She's
will probably
18.
be... She just turned 18.
This is a baby. She
even in her face. Even look at her face. Yeah.
Yo,
but she was saying, according to her, she knows what these old guys want to see. And she knows, like her
she
face
looks like
is what they want to pay
I was watching
for.
The history of bunny ranches. Bunny ranches are the American cowboy style brothels. With madams and everything. The highest paid bunny rancher ever. This was a documentary I watched like 5-7 years ago. Was a woman, I think she's in her 40s or late 30s, that looks like she's 12. She has that syndrome. You know, there's like a specific syndrome that makes you look. She looks like a baby. She's the highest paid, highest requested. So
it's a bit...
bunny rancher.
It's a bit strange because also now, even as a guy, that's why I'm always saying, like, we also have to be wary about like some things that subconsciously... Because we also can't forget that it's men who are supporting the industry. You see?
So you can be oblivious.
So you can't just be like in your head, no. So even when you're talking and thinking about things, subconsciously think about like what that means.
Crazy, man. Hey, my God, 3 hours. She looks like afadhali Bad Baby. Bad Baby was like a naughty girl.
You could...
she had a little... She's not very... This is baby.
You can see already. But she was telling people, like, you guys wait till I turn 18.
So she had short content before.
Of course.
Waiting
she was
for
just like, you guys wait. Because this is what you've been, like, rubbing on my face. Like, you have money, you have nini. So her, she was just like, wait. And then, you know, they have that,
God.
there's that Asian fetish thing.
Yeah,
that,
they do.
you know,
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
so Hash is just like, I know my selling angle.
Yes.
I'm just waiting till I turn 18 and I'll take full advantage of it. But, you know, those are the times we live in, guys.
Yo.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, also in Kenya, there's a lot of influence.
Yeah.
We are the country where we adapt to a lot of things
We do.
very, very fast.
Actually, that's what other African
Very
countries
fast.
make fun of us for.
We adapt everything like
Everything.
fast. Even music, we even start singing like Nigerians if the music is
and
good.
speaking like
Nigerians. You know, it's crazy how we absorb so much information like very fast.
Yeah.
But now we can't regulate it. That's the worst bit.
Penye tumefika especially.
We can't because
Yes.
everybody
Like a
knows they're right.
Can't return the
It's like,
cat
you
in the
can't tell
bank.
us not to do this. No. But anyway, guys, no, we have to save everything else for part 2 for sure.
Yes.
Because I think for us, we can definitely go on and ask and have
I'm
a
still
conversation
shook.
that's nonstop. About what?
That's first of all that they live stream.
Yeah, they do.
And that kid.
I featured one who does live streams last year on the podcast, but now she's married. She's happily married. She is abroad.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, not in Kenya. In Kenya, it would have been very tricky.
Scandalous. Also, people would have meddled.
But
But
but I was asking her like, yo, what do you think about like, and that's why like I think even when you're talking about like the thing about your engaged thing and how you're trying to make sure you approach things differently
as
a parent and everything. Because I remember I asked her like, yo, what about if your parent or mom sees your content? You said I wouldn't care.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Said I wouldn't. It's because like I think she suffered so much when she was young.
Yeah.
And I think also
from poverty or the relationship with the mother.
It's always poverty.
Yeah.
It starts with poverty. But now the changing trend that I'm seeing is like girls who are not even from like middle class.
Yeah.
Because it's trendy, it's edgy.
Actually, yes. Even think about it.
Yeah.
There's this celebrity called Lassa Pippen.
Yeah,
Lassa was married to Scottie Pippen.
To Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. She didn't need to, but she's on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't need to.
Yeah. She does not at all.
One of the sexiest women to ever exist, she's on OnlyFans. And her daughter is on OnlyFans.
But you see, such things when they happen now, I'm just trying to think the pressure that is on girls.
Yeah.
Because guys, I think as we can bounce back from so many different things.
Yeah.
But the influence and pressure that girls have, because you can
crazy.
imagine this is somebody who doesn't need to do it, but they're doing it.
Yeah.
So a normal girl will be like, "Ay, kwani,
see,
so
she
why
does
should
it.
I suffer?
Kwani I'm
Why should
better than her also.
You guys want me to suffer the way you guys suffered."
This separation is not for both of us.
Oh, I mean,
That is so sad.
That's why
like the Lassa one really shocked me. I didn't understand it. I was like,
it made no
she's joined
sense.
OnlyFans. Yeah, it made no sense.
But it's not just her. It's there's so many other. That's what I'm saying.
Actually,
like now,
actors, Nini,
they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're doing it. Like it's an Amber Rose is doing it. She doesn't
She
need
doesn't
to.
need to.
She doesn't need to.
She doesn't.
Both baby daddies are good. She has good
mean,
networks.
she-
She's doing
yeah,
TV shows.
yeah, she does
She's
her
a
own thing.
model.
She didn't need to, but she's there for that OnlyFans money.
Okay, now here let's save everything else for part 2.
Yes.
Nyandias, definitely. Thank you so much for taking time from your
you
busy
for
schedule to
having
come
me.
for this.
Asante.
I appreciate. I wish you nothing but the best in your
Thank
journey.
you. Thank
But I
you.
hope I can. I don't know what intervals do you want us to work
Do
with?
the second?
Yeah, because if
No,
you
we
say
can do
I can commit to, I can always hold you hostage with what you said, like on the podcast. I'll be
Me
like,
hata
guys,
nataka
you
tu
see,
nini home ipone. We can do like in 2 weeks.
really?
Yeah, we can do the last week of September. We can schedule it. You can see which day works for you. The last week of September.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Then that way I'm prep. It gives guys good time to ask questions
okay.
on what they may be curious about.
Okay.
So that way we can make it almost like a masterclass of sorts. But
Okay.
it's fun. We're talking about life as we do.
Okay, perfect, perfect. I think we can do that.
Yeah.
So now tell the people where they can find you, anything else that you have going on.
Look
Let
at my
them know.
calendar.
Hey, that would give me like just
I'm
high
glad.
blood pressure. Like I'm already like now where I am. I just want time, peace, and
It's
relaxation.
crazy. Okay, so you can find me on LinkedIn, Nyandia Gachago, ACIM. Nyandia Gachago is ACIM on Twitter, Nyandia Gachago on Instagram. If you Google Nyandia Gachago on any platform, you will find me. So yeah, and let's have fun, interact with content. If you're curious, DM me. I always say this, I answer to DMs and guys are like, by the way, you do. I'm like, of course I do.
Yeah.
It may take me a day, but I answer them. So please, if you're curious about anything, just ask in regards to AI marketing. And then we can converge here next time and have much more fun.
Who's this asking? Like ACIM ni short for what?
Associate Chartered Marketer. Ni kitu inaitwa top creme de la creme of marketers in the world.
Okay, so now
Ni kama nini? Ni kama,
even me now I know. Even me now I know.
Ni kama CPAK. You know how like CPAKs are creme de la creme worldwide?
Yeah.
So there's one that is UK-based that is worldwide called CIM.
Somebody here saying even a Nickelodeon star who I knew as a kid now is on.
You're hurting my feelings. Don't tell me which is.
Yep.
I feel like...
If it's the one who you thought was pretty with a pretty face, that's the one.
Christ.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
I can't. It's still asthma. But anyway, who are we to judge?
Yeah.
It's the times we're in,
Let's
sadly.
listen, not judge, because it's gonna happen regardless.
And it was, yes, even without OnlyFans, it was going to happen.
It was going to happen.
It
was going to happen.
Yeah.
So now, guys, till next time, we have to say goodbye for now. But
Yes.
thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We have to say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
The Kiskapades podcast is your gateway to holistic growth and personal transformation. Together, we'll unlock the secrets to living a life of health, wealth, love, and happiness. So make sure to tune in every week and join us as we explore the essence of what it means to truly thrive. And lastly, show us some love and support in our social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically all the social media platforms that support podcasting will definitely be there. Even with the short clips and reels, you can find us there. And lastly, don't be shy with feedback, suggestions, or any questions that you might have in regards to the episodes or our podcast. It's the Kiskapades Podcast. Goodbye.